Ooh, that joint raw. Yeah, hand me a lighter, man.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its scenes while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone. Neath the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people maybe, people talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share.
Take your hand and lead you to the dance floor. As the music dies, something in your eyes calls to mind a silver screen and all its sad goodbye. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. Should have known better than to cheat a friend. waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced with you. Oh, oh. Time can never mend the careless whispers of a good friend to the heart and mind. Ignorance is kind. There's no comfort in the truth. Pain is the whole you'll find. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. Should have known better than to cheat and waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced with you. Never without you. Tonight the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We'd hurt each other with the things we want to say. We could have been so good together. We could have lived this dance forever. But now who's gonna dance with me? Please stay. And I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. Should have known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I've been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I danced with you. You're gone. Now that you're gone, it's so wrong that you had to leave me alone.
Now if you think I'm some sideline type chick, think a guy's gonna sell me lies, best recognize real quick, bitch. You got the wrong bitch. You got the wrong bitch. You got the wrong bitch. If you think you gonna slanderize my name, you done lost your mind, ain't got time for all these games, bitch. You got the wrong bitch. You got the wrong bitch. You got the wrong bitch. Cause I bite my tongue for no wizard. I fight with fire in a snow blizzard. I tell that animal sit down. If I'm sitting down, we got colas. It's like, it's Wiz business. That's a silent eye, and I'll be silent the day I see motherfucking monkeys fly. They flying now. Now if you think that this witch won't expose the fact that 5-0's dropping houses on hoes, bitch, you got the wrong bitch. bitch. You got the wrong bitch. You got the wrong bitch. And if you trying to wash my blood off these bricks, you think that I won't find the guy that came into my kicks, bitch. You got the wrong bitch. Bitch, you got the wrong bitch. You got the wrong bitch. But don't believe everything you read, cause I won't back down and I won't concede. Which came through first, what more you need? Yeah, see the house, bitch, where's the deed? That bitch gravity, yeah, I'm defying her. Tell that bitch who wizard I like his cowardly lion birds.
My people, my beautiful green brothers and sisters, tonight we stand together as one. They've tried.
Welcome to the circus. Welcome to the shit show, just another freak show. Hang your hat and hate at the door. It's a game of torture, souls are made to order everything you wanted and more. You gotta kill somebody to thrill somebody. Everybody's got a reason to bleed. You gotta fuck somebody to know somebody. That motherfucker ain't me. Am I the only one that doesn't buy into the lies? Am I the only one that doesn't wear a disguise? 'Cause if I can't break it and I can't change it, then tell me how will I know? Am I the only one that isn't just here for the show? Welcome to the circus. Grab your favorite stones that came from broken bones. That's what happens when you sign on the line. There's no need for excuses. Everybody loses. Only way you'll ever win is to die. You've gotta burn somebody to learn somebody. Everybody's gotta Jekyll and Hyde. You gotta curse somebody, hurt somebody. Everybody needs a reason to die. Am I the only one that doesn't buy into the lies? Am I the only one that doesn't wear a disguise? 'Cause if I can't break it, I can't change it, then tell me how will I know? Am I the only one that isn't just here for the show? Welcome to the circus. You gotta hide yourself. What they are, you teach them what they taught. You gotta hide this is how they got you right before they got you. You gotta hide your hey, how they want you. That's just how it's. You gotta hide your everybody's hurting. Welcome to the circus. Ticky tasket, time to burn the casket, time to burn this motherfucker down. Am I the only one that doesn't buy into the lies? Am I the only one that doesn't wear a disguise? 'Cause if I can't break it and I can't change it, then tell me how.
Hello, motherfucker. Hello, motherfucker.
Hey, hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing tonight? This is Johnny TV. We are live at 6:17 p.m. on December 17th of 2024. I got some things I got to discuss with you guys tonight. That I got some good news and I got some bad news from my doctor's office today, and I don't mind sharing it with you guys because you guys are part of Johnny TV, of what we do over here. How you doing, Idaho Farmer? Del C, Cheryl DeTelio, Queen. How you doing, Queen? Crazy Brat. Boris Bin Laden. Johnny TV, we in the store for another banger. I'm sure we'll all agree. Hi, Johnny. Yes, we are going to be having another banger show. Acid Trip again, Mrs. Crazy Brat. You had it, Dill it right. Del C, Matt Lingo. How's everybody doing? And I got my co-host, Homegrown Cowboy, is here tonight with me. And thank you, Idaho Farmer. Welcome to the circus. Thank you, Mrs. Jones. How you doing? Thank you again, Idaho Farmer, for that. Let me play that little song for you, little Idaho Farmer, so we can get on the same page as me and you. And here you go, buddy. This is for you. Okay, and here he is, the man of the hour, Mr. Jim Terry. How you doing, young man?
Johnny, I'm hanging in there. Have you announced the medical issue yet? I'm just hearing the beginning of it now. You have not made any medical issue diagnoses, have you?
Well, I went in there. They did the A1C check. It came back as a 5. I'm not a diabetic, thank God. But they are concerned of my heart. They're saying that my heart is beating too fast, and my blood pressure is kind of high, and so they want to do a sleep. They also want to do a sleep acme test on me, and so I'll be going into the hospital probably in 2 weeks, doing the sleep acme to see why I'm not breathing at night.
Johnny, first of all, let me say that. I'm glad that you don't have the diabetes, because if you don't have it, I know I'll never fucking get it. And if you don't have it, it probably doesn't exist. So that's good. I know Homegrown makes a lot of fun of people with the diabetes, saying they get it from not showering. That is not true. Mm-hmm. It comes from diet and things of this nature. But Johnny, sleep apnea means you're, what does that mean, Homegrown? Does that mean he stops breathing in the middle of the night?
Has a hard time breathing when he sleeps.
Okay. So he has a hard time breathing when he sleeps. That might have something to do with the massive amount of poppers that he is snorting during the day. But while Johnny is breathing while he's sleeping is probably the least of his concern. Now, Johnny, what's going on with these eyeglasses? I've never seen you wear eyeglasses.
I got subscribed to these glasses today also, and they want me to start wearing them because I've been having headaches, and so they want to see if the eyeglasses is a problem, because my vision is not very good either. So they want me to wear these glasses. I got another pair ordered for the dark lenses. For the dark lenses, they're going to order me some dark lenses so I can have the dark lenses instead of these glasses here.
Cheryl DeTilio coming in, $10. Cheryl DeTilio just sent me $10. Cheryl DeTilio, thank you. If you notice down below, my Cash App is there, and it says donate to Johnny Yarborough's health fund, as I am now collecting money to help him on his journey to get better. And then if he dies, of course, I keep the money. Yeah. But what I want to say, Johnny, did you get a subscription for the glasses, or did you mean a prescription? Because subscription is a little different.
I got a subscription for them. See the little white symbol right here on the glasses right here?
Yes, it says it. Yes, I see it. Yes.
Yeah, so they're bifocals too. So
do they help you?
I just started wearing them today, so I don't know. I mean, yeah, they are helping me. They're making me see a little bit more clearer too. And Cheryl DeTillo coming in at $5. You're in my prayers, Johnny. Thank you, Cheryl DeTillo. Let me play the song for you real quick, Cheryl.
I like Cheryl DeTillo's hot little picture. She looks like she's getting more sun. I don't know. She almost looks darker than Rainbow Melon now. Great picture, Cheryl DeTillo. But now, Johnny, okay, diabetes, but you're stopping breathing it. And do they weigh you, John? In your weight?
Yes,
I'm going to say
they weigh me. Huh?
Everybody should guess in the chat room before you give the actual amount. I'm going to say 315 is my guess. Anybody in the chat room put in how much you think Johnny weighs. And Johnny, how tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
I already know how much you weigh, so I can't say.
Okay, I'm going to say 315. 347 is the Idaho Farmer's guess. Wow, that's getting up there. I don't think he's tall enough to be. Somebody says 200. Ivan Preble.
You're way off.
Yeah, you must be retarded. Queen of Osisi says 289. By the way, Memphis and West Virginia just kicked off in the bowl game here. The what is this? Frisco Bowl. This is in Texas.
Boris Bin Laden said 341. Little Willow said 230, 307, 268. Crazy Brat saying 340. Dilsey is 327. Trucker Girl saying 298. Matt Lingle says 210. The Idaho Farmer is saying is 295. Boris Bin Laden is saying 331. And Rebecca saying 323. The closest
Little Willow says, hold on. Little Willow says 230. Crazy Brat's 230. I don't know what you're talking about, Little Willow, but go ahead, Johnny.
Spencer B said 322. Okay, so I weigh 334.
Holy fuck. That's where the sleep apnea is coming in. You're basically suffocating yourself because of Johnny in celebration of your weight, the 334. I think it would be best for everybody here and probably help you. I think that shirt is hurting your breathing structure. It might be best if you make yourself big and us small and then do some of the show without the shirt on so that we can see the massive belly.
Okay.
I would like to see it, please. And I think Homegrown would like to see it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Please take it off for the crowd, Johnny. They want to see what we're looking at. Okay. So this is what a 5'6", 334-pound body looks like. It's a rarity. You often see it with silverback gorillas.
Okay, there you go.
Let me see what it's doing, Johnny. Hold on. Let me get back here.
That's
now,
all birthday cake right there, buddy.
Yes. And Johnny, let me show you something. I actually got a picture of you earlier today. I don't know if you know, PZ took a picture of you at the doctor's office. And Johnny, if you wouldn't mind standing up, here it is. Please bring it up.
Wow.
Now, Johnny, let's see your body next to that of this giant gorilla.
Yeah, man. Got to turn sideways there, Johnny. There you go. There you go. That's a real man right there.
Yes, it is. That's a real man.
A real fucking man right there.
He's not going to live to be 50 if he doesn't lose. Now, Johnny, okay, Johnny, please put the shirt back on. You're making Clucker sick. Okay. Johnny, let me ask you this. 5'6", 334. I'm 6'3", 215 right now, and I feel heavy. Johnny, is this the heaviest you've ever been, or have you been a little heavier before?
No, well, when I went in, that's what I wanted to say something. When I went into mental health, they weighed me at 342, so I lost a little bit of weight, Jim.
Yeah, that's Johnny. You got to get that down.
I was weighing almost at 350, almost weighing at 350 pounds, Jim.
How much, Homegrown? I'm going to guess your weight. How tall are you?
Homegrown.
Might have went to go get a natty light or something.
Sorry about that. I had to get something to drink.
Homegrown, how tall are you?
6 foot.
I'm going to say you're 220.
205.
You're 205. Okay. I thought you were a little heavier. I thought you were taller than 6 foot, too. So
That's
Johnny is 143 pounds heavier than you, and he is 6 inches shorter.
Poor Johnny.
Johnny, Johnny, you got to get that down to under 200. You're too young of a guy to be that heavy unless you were like 6'8". You've got to get that. What do they want you to get it down to? I mean, easily under 300.
Yeah, they're well. They tell me they want me to tell my doctor to put me on a depression medication and take me off the Abilify, because the Abilify, she says, is going to keep on making you fatter and fatter and fatter.
Here's what I don't understand, though. You can't just gain weight without calories or intake. It's not like you're taking the pill and it's putting 40 pounds on you. Is it making you eat?
Yeah, it's making me eat. I eat a lot of white bread, and I eat a lot of
yeah, I do too.
So I just, and Cluckers.
Johnny, how much soda do you drink? Let's just look at the soda.
How much soda I drink? I really don't drink that much soda no more, because I was worried about my weight gain. My diabetes. Yeah.
Yes. Idaho Farmer says a man 5'6" should weigh 128 to 156. Holy fuck. So that means a guy Johnny's height. You know, Johnny is the same height as Gay Robbie. They're around the same height, and Gay Robbie weighs about 145 pounds. So that's what Johnny would look like, Idaho, if that was his weight. Johnny, do you feel sick?
No, I don't feel sick at all, Jim. I don't feel sick at all. I feel healthy.
The other day, though, Johnny,
except for my weight, you know what I mean?
Well, the other day you went outside, and Homegrown, I don't know if you were here, and I'm not laughing at you, but it was I thought you were fucking with us. You went outside to get groceries. You came in, and you were wheezing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Did that make you sick?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, that was for me going up and down the stairs. Yeah.
Johnny, can you do a push-up?
Yeah, I can do a push-up. Yeah.
One?
I can do. Well, I can't put the camera down to show you that I can do push-ups, but I can get down there and I can do push-ups. Yeah.
Johnny, Homegrown, if I gave you an over-under as to how many push-ups you think Johnny could do you think he could do over or under 10? I would say under. Real push-ups, not sit-ups.
Real push-ups.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to have to say under 10. You know, that's...
Yeah, 10's tough. How about 5? Over or under 5?
I'll say over on that one.
You think he could do more? I'm going to say under 5. I don't... Johnny, how many... I'll tell you what, Johnny. I will send you a Cash App. $1 for every push-up you could do. Now, I right now, is PZ there with you?
No, he's not here. He went to go do laundry.
He's at the laundromat?
He's at the laundromat. Yeah, I was there with him before we came home. I went there to help him put his laundry inside the washing machine before we came home.
Indiana 59, no, because a heart attack he's not going to have a heart attack doing a push-up because it's not like he's running a mile. You know what I mean? I can put my phone on StreamYard too, Jim, if that's what you want me to do. Well, yeah, I mean, let's see what people could say. I want people to call in. I want people to say in the chat. I'm going to say I don't think Johnny can do. Let's do the total at 5. Now, that doesn't mean you have to pound them out real quick. You can't stop, but you can kind of like stay. Push-up should be hands at about shoulder length. Mr. X is going to go for the Olympic style fucking theatrics of a fucking push-up. I'm going to say I don't think he can do 5. So I'm going to set the total at 4.5. Homegrown, I don't think he could do 5.
I'm going to say he can do 7.
Wow. So you think over 4.5?
Yeah.
Mr. X, call in. What do you think, Mr. X? Mr. X could do probably about 100. I don't even know how many push-ups I could do. Sit-ups I know I could crush. Pull-ups I don't know, but push-ups is difficult. I mean, if you haven't done them, you might not be able to get. Trucker Girl says 5. Steffers, nobody's interested in you, and you can't do them, Steffers, because you ain't got no titties, which means you got to go all the way down. Hold on. Somebody's calling. Mr. X, Johnny Yarborough on the push-ups. I'm going to say 4.5. I don't think he can do 5.
He should be able to do 5, but
he's 334.
I know. Well, I can tell you. It depends on how long your arms are and all that. But when I do the warm-ups, I do a bunch of different stretches and warm-ups, and then I do leg extensions and push-ups right back. It's 4 sets. That's the warm-up. And you could be out of breath real easy. And my arms are long though. I could 30 or 50, sure. But when I'm doing it all in that circuit, it could be tough. Could he do 5 legitimate push-ups? I don't know.
If you had to go to Vegas right now, the total's 4.5.
Kick your ass.
Johnny, what's going on over there?
The question would be, what is a push-up? If he's doing it and is he going to be able to touch his chest?
I don't
on the
think
ground?
So, because his belly is going to get in the way. He won't be able to.
Right, that's what I'm basically saying. I don't want to be rude, but would he be able to touch his chest on the ground and then go all the way down, touch it, then come up? That's one.
I would say that his elbows have to be in a 90-degree bent gimmick on the way down. So 90 and up. I would consider that a push-up. I don't think he could do 2, to be honest. I don't think he could do.
Yeah, I think it would probably. If it was 4.5, 5, I'd go under.
Yeah, you're going to go under? Okay. Johnny, when is PC coming back?
I don't have no idea.
Johnny, when he brings the clothes back, do you make him fold them?
What happened?
Are you going to make him fold them, the clothes?
He's already going to fold them. He's going to fold them over there at the place.
Good. He needs to start doing more around the house. Now, Johnny, so what else did the doctor say today?
They're not going to put me on the shots because the shots are no good. The shots are causing people to have cancer, to lose weight,
Really?
to lose weight, and it's all the time. As soon as you lose the weight, you still got to stay on the shots. And now because I'm not threatening diabetic, they're not going to put me on the shots. So
Okay.
You got to lose the weight, though, Johnny.
I got to lose the weight, though. Yeah.
How about just walking?
It hurts for me to walk with Jim.
Why?
I don't know. It
Is
just
it
hurts
your
for me to
hips?
walk.
What hurts you? Well, yeah, what hurts?
My lower back
Yeah.
because of the weight.
Because of the weight. Water aerobics might be good for him.
Yeah, it says monitor. It says Crazy Brett says monitor your carb intake.
Well, my biology teacher, A&P teacher, said, well, I asked a question. I said, if you were to lose weight, how would you do it? And his response immediately was, I would not eat. I said, what do you mean by that? And he said, just what I said. I would not eat. And he's right, but it can't be good for you, and it will drive you nuts not eating.
Hey, Bill V.
But he's right.
Yeah, Bill V's in the chat room, Jim.
Yeah, Bell needs to come up on, and if anybody missed it today, we contacted the liquor store downstairs from where she lives and talked to them. You know what? It's a little irritating here, Woob's mom, that you were 140 pounds and you wanted to get down to 122 and you're on the shot. You couldn't lose fucking 18 pounds by working out? You're that lazy? That's terrible. It's not like you were 270 pounds and you needed a shot. You couldn't lose 18 pounds just by working out?
Who, me?
No. Woob's mom in the chat. Let me explain this.
What does that say right there? Keto. What's a keto diet?
Keto.
Yeah, what is that?
That's for gays. Don't worry about that. Here's what you need to do, Johnny. Just got to stop the soda and you've got to move around a little bit. You'll drop a lot of weight real quick just by walking a couple of miles per day and not drinking soda. Belle V, can you come up on panel here? We need to talk to you. Make sure you're not drunk. Yeah, these
Cat Daddy wrote me and says, "Hi Johnny, my son lost 145 pounds in 18 months on Wegovia with no exercise."
Yeah, he's going to get blood clots in his legs and shit. Yeah, he doesn't have diabetes now, but he's still young.
Yeah, my wife, she's lost 30 pounds. She cut off the bread.
See, that does it, man. I see. I like bread stuff, pizza, all that. You stop eating bread, and does she drink homegrown? Does she drink alcohol, beer?
No. Now she's also got a thyroid problem. People tell me that will make you gain weight, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you got Trucker Girl. I understand what you're saying, Trucker Girl, but they're not. But they don't want to give me the shots now. They don't want to give me the shots at all. Hey, Belvy.
Hey,
is this my daily check-in, you motherfuckers? To YouTube, all of YouTube needs my daily check-in.
There you go.
Belle, he is Johnny. How tall are you, Belle?
5'10", 5'11", but I think I'm in denial. I shrunk. I used to be 6 feet, so I'm probably like 5'11", 5'10".
Now, you heard Johnny. Johnny is 5'6", 334 pounds.
Why won't they put you on the med, Johnny? I got the med. I just got it in the mail. I got it from a compound pharmacy. I paid out of pocket.
Well, that's why he's not going to pay out of pocket.
I don't remember why. I don't remember why.
Because you have comorbidities. I'm sure you have diabetes. I'm sure your cholesterol.
I don't have diabetes.
No,
I don't have diabetes.
Belle, did you hear earlier today what happened?
No, what happened?
He went into the doctors. He needs eyeglasses and bifocals. He got those. He was supposedly pre-diabetic, but they're not saying he's not pre-diabetic anymore, right, Johnny?
Right.
But he's 5'6", 334 pounds. He was 342 pounds a couple of weeks ago, but he says his lower back hurts. Johnny, what are you, like 44 years old? How old are you?
I'm 48.
He's 48. That's a young guy to be that heavy, especially when he's not that tall. Yeah, Whoop's mom, you're paying $600 a month because you don't want to go to the fucking gym. You're lucky I'm not your guy. You're asking me at that gym doing cardio every morning, $600. You're out of your.
The medication is very expensive, and insurance don't want to pay it. And in Johnny's situation, I'm really surprised that they wouldn't somehow try to help. But then again, when I was 400 pounds, I had no cholesterol, no diabetes, no high blood pressure.
How old were you?
I was
30?
I was 48 when 2016 I had the surgery. So 48. I was 48.
Tingle Booze.
And it says right there, Tingle Booze, you are right. And I'm on a psychotic. I am on an antipsychotic medication too. Belify. Belify is a
Doesn't he have to? I mean, you can't just take. If right now I wanted to gain 200 pounds and did nothing but take Belify, I can't gain 200 pounds just taking Belify. I would have to eat. I would have to drink soda. I would have to have an intake. Otherwise, they'd go to Ethiopian.
And you're more active and you have more muscle, so you're going to burn it off a lot quicker than somebody else that has more fat on their body. That's just a given. So you could take a Abilify and not gain weight. Somebody else who has more fat than muscle is going to gain weight, and it makes you more hungry.
Time out real quick. Cat Day just wrote this, Jim. Johnny, if I call you from a 609 area code, will you pick me up? Yes, Cat Daddy, I will pick you up because I am accepting phone calls. Or you can call Jim Terry on the show right here. Call Jim Terry.
Yes, let me give you my phone number. It is 813-993-2242, 813-993-2242. And because Johnny is going through this medical emergency, I have put my Cash App below. Donations to help Johnny get better. I will be making sure that I become his dietitian, and that will cost around $800 a month. Thank you.
Jim, do you go to the gym?
I've never been a weightlifter, but I do stay in shape. I do work out. I run.
You're active.
Yeah, I run. I do a lot of stretching and stuff like that. And of course, obviously, the practice place kicking. I'll play pickup basketball, stuff like that. But no, I don't go to the gym and pound weights. I've never been that, but I'm extremely flexible. I can run a mile right now, probably under 6.5 minutes, easy. You know what I mean? But I'm not
You're
a
sports
weightlifter.
guy. Right. You're
Well,
active.
yeah, I'm just a fucking raw athlete. I mean, you don't get to look this good. But yeah, I'm worried about Johnny.
Hey,
Johnny is.
Hey, Jim, Cat Day says give your number again.
Texas Granny's sent it up there.
Yeah,
Texas
it's
Granny,
in there.
put that back up there.
813-993-2242. She could also just rewind the audio on YouTube and listen to it. Bell, Johnny, I'm putting the push-ups on Johnny at 4.5. I don't believe he could go over 4.5 push-ups.
Probably not. It would be very difficult, I'm sure. If he has back issues and weight issues, it's not easy to do push-ups.
Well, plus, he's going to have to be pushing up about 250 pounds, easy.
Yeah, I don't know how muscular his arms are. I don't think he has, huge arms. I think it would be difficult.
They're little stumpy, little flabby arms. They're just little flippers.
They're
like
not
on
flabby,
a seal.
asshole.
They're like on a seal.
They're not flabby. They're not flabby yet.
Uh-oh, hold on. We got somebody calling in here.
I'm sorry, Johnny. I wish you could pay for it out of pocket.
That's okay, babe.
Hey, Jim, how you doing? This is Brian. This is Cat Daddy.
Boy, Brian sounds like Bob Farrell, don't he?
Yeah, Brian lives in New Jersey, about 90 miles from Farrell. And I live close to Morsey Girl.
Do you? God, I'd like to see you go over to her place. You should see all the blacks hanging around her door. What's going on?
Yeah, I live in Burlington County, New Jersey, so like right across the Burlington-Bristol Bridge, but I kind of live in the woods. I live on a little bit over 9 acres in Woodland Township, New Jersey.
Have we ever spoken before on the phone? You sound familiar to me, though.
No, we've never spoken before. I'm always in the bushes. I don't give cash apps, and I'm not on the OTT, but I'm thinking about the OTT.
Listen, you need to get on there if you're really from New Jersey. So what's going on? What can we do you for? What do you think about Johnny Yarborough?
Well, I wanted to talk about Johnny. I just wanted to let him know my son went on Wegovy last July of 23, and as of December of this year, he's down 180 pounds, 190 pounds. He went from 390 to 250, so he's done 140 pounds. Sorry.
How old's your son?
My son is 21.
How the fuck does your son get that heavy at that young of an age?
You know what I think is going on? I think he's on a couple of not the Abilify. He's on a couple of things for like
SSRIs
and shit like that. But they're the kind of drugs that add the weight to you. But his hours are bad too. He's up all hours of the night. He plays video games all night long. He goes to bed 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then he sleeps half the day. And then he gets up and he just binge eats a bunch of stuff.
Hold on, sir. I mean, I don't know you, and you seem like a nice guy, but I got to dive into this because I see a lot of this now. This is why high school football teams only got 40 kids on them. And your son is 21 years old, and he weighed what at one time?
He weighed 390. He's down to 250.
Okay, so when he was a senior in high school, what was he, 350, 400?
No, when he was a senior in high school, he was probably he was never a senior in high school because he dropped out in 11th grade.
Oh,
so,
fuck.
Yeah.
What's going on there? He's dropping out in 11th grade. He's 400 pounds but before he can even drink. I mean, what's he going to be like when he's 45? Now, I know he took the pills and stuff. What's going on? What happened in his life to put him in this state?
You know what? Everything is good here, really. He just he hated school. He dropped out of school 2 weeks later. He got his GED, and
does he have a job?
He's working at CBS part time, but he's going to school full time.
What's he's getting a degree in?
He's going for computer science.
Okay, so he's going to college. What was he in, a junior college?
Yeah, right now he is.
Okay.
Then he's going to Rowan in Burlington County, which is the community college. Then he's going to transfer to the big college, Rowan.
College of Rowan. Yeah, I had a buddy played football at that school, Division III football. I know College of Rowan. Okay, so yeah, now I mean, but he's probably. I mean, mom didn't die early or nothing.
No. Mom's here, but mom's heavy too.
But he wasn't molested by a Boy Scout leader or nothing weird that put him into this state of being that heavy at that, binge eating and all that stuff. Nothing bad.
Nothing like it. Nothing like that at all.
Let me ask you this. That's got to be tough for a young man. God, I wish he's not handicapped, he doesn't have Downs or anything like this, right?
No, he has a slight autism, but you can't even tell.
Oh, fuck. Okay, everybody's got some. Johnny, do you think you got some Downs or something? Some autism or anything?
No, I'm just
really. I'll tell you one thing. He could play some blackjack there, that kid.
All right, let me ask you this, sir. What about chicks? 21 years old, I'd already been banging everything. I mean, is this guy getting any broads?
He's not getting any broads.
See, I think that's a big thing, homegrown. I think when these young kids, and these girls nowadays, 14, 15 years old, some of them look 30, and they're, he's at that junior college. They're probably walking around tits hanging out, fucking mini skirts. This kid probably wants to plug them. You know what I mean?
I know.
Got to hit the gym, man.
He's growing his class that he's always dealing with, and they're upstreaming the live lectures and stuff like that. And I'm telling him he should take advantage of it.
Whoa, hold on. What's going on with some Chinese girl? What happened?
Yeah, some Chinese girl is real smart in his class. I call her Lung, Lung. But
sir? Why do you call her Lung?
That's what a lot of Chinese ladies' names are. Lung, Lung, I think.
Now, so how old of a guy are you? You're probably younger than me. How old are you? What are you, 42?
No. I'm 56.
You're 56 with okay, so you were in your late 30s when you had him. You have any other kids?
Yeah, I have an 18-year-old.
Is he a mess?
He's got ADHD. He's got a brand new car. He just graduated high school. Well, didn't just graduate.
Bill, what's going on? Bill, I'm 48 years old. If there was somebody that was 400 pounds back in the day, I would have remembered it. These kids all have ADHD. They all have autism, a touch of it. Did they all have that back then? Is it the food? What the fuck is going on?
It seems like everybody in this area, their kids got something going on.
Well,
could it be the well water? I don't know if it's the well water.
New Jersey, people are fucked up there 35 years ago to begin with. But Belle, what's going on with the kids?
I think that kids are lazier now. Like back in the day when you wanted to be on the basketball team, it didn't matter how good you were. You had to try out. You had to practice. You had to work out. Nowadays, or the past 20 years, you pay $30. Everybody plays. Everybody makes the team.
Yeah, but Belle, why are these kids all autistic and the ADHD? That doesn't have anything to do with.
You know what, Jim? I think just all the environment, the bullshit they pump into us, the medications that they give. I really think has a lot to do with it. And I think back then they didn't know any better. They didn't know that children were, they didn't know about the spectrums. They didn't know about the ADHD. They just thought they were unruly children. They'd have them sit on their hands and stuff. Now they're more educated. And now they see that there's more going on. I think it was always there. It was just who talked about it in the 60s, 70s, the 80s? Even the 90s, who really talked about it? Nobody. Nobody talked about depression, right? Nobody talked about being on the spectrum. People just made fun of them. Nobody talked about any of that. None of it was brought to the forefront. So now everything is.
And all the kids
nowadays. Let me bring this guy back up here, sir.
They're saying about the dyes and stuff in the drinks and like the the fruit boxes and shit like that. Not real juice, like drinks and stuff.
My question is, if there's a kid, now luckily this kid's getting on some medicine and stuff, but these things all have side effects.
Yes, weight gain, like Johnny said.
Yeah, right. But okay, so you're not. So you take these pills so you're not fucking crazy, but you gain 300 pounds. I'd rather be crazy and in shape.
My brother's on Seroquel. He was on 600 milligrams of Seroquel a day, and he weaned himself down.
The fuck is Seroquel? What is this?
Some kind of bipolar slug drug. But listen, he weaned himself down over the years to 50 milligrams, and he was on the last 50 milligrams a couple of months ago, and he said, I'm just going to stop taking it altogether because I think it's keeping me fat. He's only around 200 pounds, but he's like 5'8". And he's worried about the chubbiness around his belly, but he's 67 years old. Anyway, he stopped taking the pills, and he got all whacked out. He's got some Spanish neighbors that live in front of him that are cutting trees down and stuff. And
it's for schizophrenia.
Stabbed the
Yeah, it's
first
for
person
bipolar and
in the store.
schizophrenia.
Went there and stabbed the whole family to death and stuff. He's talking all kind of crazy shit.
Wait, hold on.
I said,
Bell was, I don't know what Bell's fucking yelling against. I'm thinking Bell's already about 2 drinks in. Hold on, Bell. But, sir, Bell, what happened with the fucking, sir, what happened with these Mexicans? What?
Yeah, they're cutting trees down. He lives on about an acre in North Hanover, New Jersey, about 20 miles from me. And they're new neighbors, and they moved in, and they're cutting all the trees down, which were a barrier to his property. But he dropped his last 50 milligrams of Seroquel because he thinks it's keeping him fat. He weighs around 200 pounds, and he's 67 years old. Anyway, he went to go over there and ring the doorbell and stab the first person that answers the door to death and go in there and kill the whole family. I said, you're going to wind up in jail, or you're going to wind up dead yourself. I said, you better get back on that medicine. So he was real depressed, and he was telling me he doesn't know. That's what he starts saying when he gets crazy. He don't know. I said, stop saying that. I said, get back on the medicine. If you have to, go to the emergency room and let them check you in. You know what I mean?
You should text me. You should text me his number, and I'll have Blue Diamond call him and say, "Fuck you, we're cutting down all the trees. See what he does." This is insane. All right, sir. We'll call back later. I gotta go.
Wait.
I can't handle that. His phone is reverbing and all that shit.
Jim, what I was saying is that his son is schizophrenic or bipolar. That is why he's acting that way, and he's taking himself off of meds. He is dangerous.
Well, this is his brother he's talking
about.
Oh,
his brother. His brother.
So listen to this guy's family. His brother's got Mexicans cutting down trees. He said he's threatening to murder them. As if that's not bad enough, he's on soliloquy or whatever the fuck it's called. 600 million. Yeah. I mean, that doesn't even sound healthy. He's from New Jersey, so you know he's already an asshole. And his son is 400 pounds and 20 years old, wants to bang some Chinese girl in his class. His other son is all fucked up. People are dropping out of school, and you know what? You go to a fucking prom or a homecoming football game in high school, and people wonder why the black kids are banging all the hot white girls. These fucking white boys are a fucking mess.
Hey, Jim, Cat Daddy said he didn't get to tell me what he wanted to say to me.
Hold on. I mean, this guy was depressing me. I was ready to get on soliloquy. Call him back. I'll call him back.
Hey, Jim, sorry. I didn't get to tell you what I wanted to tell Johnny.
Go ahead.
All right, listen, Johnny, I went to the doctor last year, let's say January of 23, and I would walk 10 or 15 feet. My heart rate was going up to 130 beats a minute, which wasn't me. I weigh about 255 pounds now, and I'm 6'2", and I was 290, but I'm on Ozempic, so I lost like 40 pounds in there. Anyway, so I went to the cardiologist. He did an echo and he did a stress test, and he said everything is normal. I was having just every once in a while, once or twice a week, it just felt like somebody was poking a broomstick in the side of the middle of my chest, the side of my heart, real lightly. It would just come and go. Maybe 2 days a week, just for a couple seconds at a time. So when the doctor gave me a clean bill of health, I went out and I asked the nurse. She said, we'll follow up in 6 months on this. I asked the lady at the front desk, would a high heart rate or would clogged arteries cause a high heart rate? The Indian doctor came flying around the corner. He said, if people don't believe in the results, why take the test? So he said, I'm going to put you in for a cardiac catheterization. He put me in 2 weeks later for a cardiac catheterization. I have 4 blockages, only 50% in the right that they didn't fix, but I had 2 in the LAD, which is the left descending, I don't know, Bill B probably knows better than me. And then I have 1 in the left circumflex. So 2 are 80% clogged and 1 was 75% clogged. He put 3 stents in. And then he apologized to me. He apologized to me for not believing me because the tests were normal, but my family history was bad. I have a lifetime history of smoking, and I.
How much do you weigh, sir?
I weigh like 255 right now.
Okay. How tall are you?
I am 6'2".
Okay. By the way, this is what I was on when I was 19 years old. It's called Fun Dip. Wow, that's crazy. Well, Johnny, there is hope. Bill, but I've seen some things about this fucking Ozempic and all these things paralyzing people's stomachs and having, going blind. I mean, there's no miracle fucking weight loss. And I know a lot of people are on it, but I got to imagine there's going to be massive side effects to that shit for most people.
But
I want to let him know about the heart, though. Don't take a stress test as honest results, because my stress test was normal, my echo was normal, and then he put me in a hospital for a stress test because I pushed it, and he found 4 clogged arteries.
Yep.
God, I feel sorry.
Oh,
I feel bad for your son. I really do. That's got to be a tough deal, both of them. The other kid must not have had a good time in high school either. You know, a lot of these kids don't even want to go to school. And you see that what happened at that school in Wisconsin. By the way, it was a girl that did the shooting. I don't know if anybody's seen her picture out there. She makes Steffers look like Cindy Crawford. But you know, it's incredible what these kids are having to go through. Hold on, Cat Daddy. Mr. X is gone. But all right, Cat Daddy, we're getting a reverb. All right, get out of here. I gotta let him go. I can't handle that reverb. Fuck.
Yeah. That was hurting my ears too.
Bell, what's going on with these fucking kids though? Why are they all ADHD? You know what I think it is? I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. And I don't have a medical degree to save my life, but here's what I think it is. I think 35, 40 years ago, they weren't saving fucking kids like Leanne's grandchild. You know how Leanne's grandchild was born? It was like 2.5 pounds. That little kid would have just tossed that fetus in the dumpster 35, 40 years ago, right? It wouldn't have made it. These fucking mothers are pumped up on fucking meds all over the fucking place. The food that they're eating is garbage. These whores got, I mean, look at a 16-year-old girl in 1970.
Smoking weed while they're pregnant.
Yeah, and look at a 16-year-old girl now. Huge fucking tits, big ass. Back then they were built like a fucking ruler. Now they look like Beyonce and they're 14 years old. You know, that's why you got guys like Fumblenuts trying to marry him and shit. Big tits, huge ass, big thick necks, and they're fucking 16, 17 years old because the hormones are out of control with the food. So I think what happened is they started saving a lot of these crack babies, these fetal alcohol syndrome babies. These mothers are pumped up on all kinds of shit. The marijuana, the cigarettes, the e-cigarettes, the fucking dope, the meth, the crack. I mean, can you imagine if Betty Hayward had a kid? The thing would come out like a fucking octopus. You know, yeah, I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, you know, and then these kids, you know, they get born at 4.5 months old, and they're able to save these kids now. These kids grow up 25 years later, and they're all fucked up. You know, you used to see a crack baby every once in a great while. Bill, do you think it has anything more to do with the fact that these NICUs are saving kids that would have been dead years ago?
No, because in 1966, I was born a month early. I went down to 2 pounds. I thought I was going to die and everything. I just really don't think they had the education or the tools to look. I had it. I would get up from my seat or whatever, and they would seatbelt me to my seat. They didn't know any better then. They just thought you were being unruly. They didn't realize. I really just think there's more education. And no, I do agree that there's more with drugs and shit like that, and kids are out of their minds. I don't know about the vaccines and all this kind of shit.
Why didn't you ever have kids?
It just never happened. I always thought I'd have a baseball team. I would have had like fucking 20 kids if I could.
Does your uterus not work or something? Do you have a hysterectomy?
No. It just wasn't in the cards for me. I mean, and what am I going to do? Just go with any man or find any man to have children, you know? So it just didn't, it wasn't my time.
I'll have my own sperm bank.
Yeah, that shit is expensive though. Even I looked into adoption and shit in Ukraine and everything. That shit's expensive.
Yeah, last thing you need is some kid with chinky eyes. Oh, this is Bobby Vicarelli. I mean, give me a fucking break. Here's Bell's kid, Steven. The kid looks like fucking Jackie Chan. Nobody's buying that shit. You could always adopt kids like Twin Mama and get paid to do it, though. How the fuck's that?
No, I would never do it. It would be too selfish. You know, in my 40s when I thought about it, and just have a kid. Don't worry. No, then I'd just be working a million jobs and somebody else would be raising my kid. If I was going to have a child, I would want to be able to be there. I don't want other people raising the child. It just would have been too selfish. And when you don't have a partner, for me, I'm not saying this for everybody. I just felt it would be too selfish to have a child because I would want them to have everything I didn't. So I'd be too busy working and somebody else would be raising my child. So what's the use of having a child?
Yeah.
I'd want to be home with that child.
Let me show you guys. By the way, this college game is incredible. Memphis is now up 16-0 on WVU, University of West Virginia. Let me show you guys something.
Are you talking about the Mountaineers?
Yeah, West Virginia is playing Memphis. There's a college bowl game on right now.
Well, I did not know that. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said earlier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let me show everybody what girls look like in 1970. So here's a 1972 yearbook of some high school girls. Belle, what year did you graduate? Like 82 or something?
High school was 85. And I was the tallest one. And there was a progression through grammar school. I was the tallest one and they were all petite. And then we started going into high school and the girls were becoming taller and taller as the years were going on. I just think look at the women in the 20s and 40s and 30s, how petite they were, how we've changed since then. You didn't have big women then.
All right. So here's the deal. Yeah. I mean, you have fucking Sugar Plum. Yeah, I mean, not Sugar Plum. You got Arkansas. I mean, she's 36 years old. She's 400 pounds. Who do you think weighs more, Arkansas or Johnny?
Oh, I don't know how tall anybody is.
How tall? Is Arkansas taller than you, Johnny?
No, she's the same height.
All right. So here's girls in 1972. Okay?
Right.
I wasn't born for another 4 years. Belle at this part was already 35. Okay. Now, there's what they look like in 1972. Those are seniors. Okay? Let me show you what a senior in high school looks like now.
I'm 5'6", Cluckers, 5'6".
These girls are 18. There you go. I mean, it's not even the same fucking animal.
Yeah.
That girl, I mean, it's just, it does, they don't even look the same. They're not even built. I mean, and these are white girls. I mean, you start getting into them Puerto Rican broads and them black chicks. I mean, they got asses you could put a fucking teacup on. It's
Yes, it's so true. I just think it's evolution. Look at the 20s again. Look at the women. All their faces were tiny. Their features were tiny. It changes through decades. And what is it called when it's more than 10 years? I don't know what the fuck.
A decade.
Yeah, a decade.
You'll see, I don't think 14, 15-year-old girls in high school are getting boob jobs. I think it's just hormones. These girls are built like fucking baboons. It's insane. You know what I mean? Johnny, so what are you going to do? I mean, what's to lose all that weight?
Johnny, why don't you
I told PZ I wanted to buy me another bike, and he said, no, I can't. He won't let me, so he won't let me buy a bike. I was going to get a bike and start riding my bike again.
It'll get stolen.
Johnny, why don't you get the sleeve? Get the gastric sleeve. You'll drop your weight in a year.
Get the what?
The gastric sleeve.
$1,000. Where's he going to get that kind of money?
Insurance. Insurance will cover him 100%. And the doctors know how to work it. Insurance will cover him 100%.
What's it called again, Bill?
The gastric sleeve. Have the surgery that I had. They take out half of your stomach, 60, 70% of your stomach. But you have to be mentally ready. If you're not mentally ready, you'll be vomiting, you'll be sick, it's bad. So
Johnny,
if you're not
what
ready
year were you born?
What year was I born?
Yeah.
76.
You're 10 years younger than me?
Same year as you?
Okay.
I didn't realize that. I thought you were younger.
No, I was born in 76, yeah.
Oh, that was a good year.
I was a 66 baby.
69 here.
I'm the eldest
again. At night, yeah.
Mm.
You can't reverse it, Bill.
Well, honey?
I was reading what the chat was saying. You can't reverse that surgery after you have it done.
No, that's why you have to be prepared. I didn't give a fuck if they left 2% on my stomach. I was prepared. I threw my ass right in there, take it out, do whatever you need to do. You have to be mentally prepared. Right. It can't be reversed, clearly. Over time, it could be stretched if you continue eating and eating and eating and eating, but you would be very ill in the process of doing it.
Johnny,
But
do you think you can cut down to 1 meal a day?
Yeah.
Johnny, there is a place. The beginning dose is $200. Would you be able to do? It's compound. It's 200. The most I'll ever pay is $400 a month, and that's when I get up higher on it. And $200 a month. If you could get $200 a month, you could start on the 2.5 milligrams. You do it for a month, then it'll go up to maybe 300 and something. They deliver it to you.
Yeah. Will my insurance cover it?
Well, if your doctor is not helping you with, pre-diabetes or high blood pressure or anything like that, then no, insurance isn't going to cover it, unfortunately. It's actually a diabetic medication. And
the doctor's helping. The doctor's helping me. This was a pregnant nurse I saw today.
You would have to have diabetes to have the it's a diabetic medication that they found that people lose weight on. So now they're marketing compound wise for weight loss. So that's how come it's very difficult to get it approved.
Johnny,
so
what is your birthday, Johnny? You were born what, November?
July.
Okay. July what?
14th.
So you're okay. Yeah, you are. I'm trying to think if you're older than me. July. Yeah, you're. I didn't know you were older than me. Yeah, he's 4 years older than me.
No, 4 months.
4 months older. Yeah,
4 months.
Yeah, I'm 4 months. Hey, so what I'm gonna do, hey Jim, what I'm gonna do with my camera, I'm gonna try to plug it into my computer like Jonell did hers.
Are you gonna have a pass out session?
No, I'm not gonna have a pass out section. No. My
she
camera's
lift her shirt up. Did everybody see her lift her shirt up?
Hey, you want me to see? You want to see my?
Pulled her tits out. No, Jonell.
Oh, you want to see me? You want to see my? You want to see my tits, Bill? That's what you want to see?
That's what I want to see. I seen Jonell's tits today. She pulled them up.
There you go.
There they are. I seen your tits. I seen Jonell and your tits now.
Whose tits are better, mine or Jonell's?
Oh, your tits are so much better, Johnny. Come on.
Johnny,
no comparison.
Johnny, I had somebody send me something for you, and they can't send a Cash App, but they said, let Johnny know I got him an early Christmas present. And I have purchased it, but I don't know where to send it. And I guess this person put a lot of money into this. They sent it to me almost like, Bill, what was that thing people used to do a while ago when they would have a website, people would buy them stuff? Was it an Amazon wish list?
Yeah, Amazon had wish list, and you could set up what you want to buy, and people would purchase it for you. Yes. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, this is really crazy, Johnny.
That's nice.
Yeah, I want to show this to Johnny. Look, this is really fucking cool, Johnny. They put a lot of money into this.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny's like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, this will be up to Johnny, sir. This will be up to Johnny as to whether or not he wants to give an address to have this shipped to. Johnny, and I am going to kick a little something in for the shipping. Here we go. Let's pull this up here.
Oh, Jesus.
There we go, Johnny. They have watched the headstone. Johnny Yarbrough, gay friend to all bathhouses, gay sloth, lovejimterrytv.com. July 14th, 1976, died March 8th, 2025. There you go, Johnny. There you go.
God, that's putting a date on it. That's horrible, Jim. That's horrible.
Belle, there's one being made for you right now.
I'm sure there is. No doubt in my mind. With a prosecco, to be shaped as a prosecco bottle, please. That's what I want. My headstone. My
This game is
headstone.
good. Touchdown, WVU. They're throwing all. This game must be in. Is this in Miami? I don't know what the fuck's. No, it's in Frisco. Where's Frisco, homegrown? Is that a suburb of Houston?
No, it's about I'd say 15 miles north of Dallas. It's considered Dallas.
Oh, really? I thought Frisco was part. God, that town is blowing up. What's in Frisco? Is it just a nicer area of a suburb of Dallas?
Well, back in the 80s, it was nothing but land. In fact, that's where all the hookers went because they had trailers set up out there and stuff, and it was a place where hookers would live at. And I don't know what happened. Some investors just started investing in property out there, and it just blew up. I mean, there's multi-million-dollar houses out there now.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah. But Frisco's a nice place.
Yes, Tessie, everybody who missed it. Jonell was on her live cam. She was sitting, she was chatting in chat and all this kind of stuff. And then she stood up and she lifted her shirt and there was her titties. Now she's done this on the show before where she had texted me like a year ago. Look what I did, or 8 months. Look what I did. Look at my show. At the end of the show, she just was sitting on her bed and lifted up her shirt and sat there and had a conversation. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Take it down. So I was like, no, what are you doing? So she did it on her live cam. She showed her titties.
Oh, shit. Hey, Dad, we hold the fork down for a minute? I got to let my cat out.
Sure, we got homegrown here.
Yeah, you got to admit, Bill, it's content.
Well, yeah, once you're showing titties, that's OnlyFans. I mean, that's where it should be headed, OnlyFans.
Well, yeah.
I think she'd do great over there.
That's a good point. I never thought about that. That might be right up her.
Yep, right. It's legal. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. She could make a shitload of money. She has no problem showing her tits, and she really doesn't have bad tits. I'm jealous. They don't hang or anything. So show your titties. She's not overweight. She's not whatever. She got a bald head now. Men are into it, I'm sure, somewhere. And she could just go on to OnlyFans and make a nice little chunk of change over there.
I heard you say the other day about eyebrows. I did not know the eyebrows will not grow back with certain people. I thought the eyebrows.
Oh my God, homegrown. They are the hardest. Now, men, for some reason, they always are born with the most beautiful eyelashes and eyebrows and stuff. But eyebrows are the hardest motherfuckers to grow in. It's horrible. Don't
not
shave
for
your
Danielle. Hers seem to grow back perfect every time.
Well, she draws them in. There's a big difference. I couldn't do it. That's why I had to have them microbladed. I couldn't draw that bullshit in.
Huh. I did not. Man, I'm learning a lot tonight. Shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's easy. Anybody could get them microbladed. Men, women, everybody could have eyebrows. I think eyebrows are important.
Yeah, mine are starting to get a little crazy. That's age right there.
Get them threaded. Get them nice and threaded and trimmed, and I'm sure it'll look fine if they're bushy. And, I don't know. Your woman might like them bushy.
Yeah, TZ, I asked her about that today too, TZ.
Hi, Carol.
Carol in the house.
Smile now. How are you?
Hello, Carol.
Jonell, so a lot of people are asking about this. Did anybody see what happened on her channel earlier today on the webcam?
No, I heard it.
Somebody said she fell.
Yeah, let me pull it up. Give me a second. I'm going to show you what this got
and then
kind of
people were complaining that nobody helped her.
Well, and just observing the police again today on apartment complex, and they had her come down to the front office. It was definitely just observing. And she said that Jonell was dealing drugs out of her apartment.
I told Jonell, all you have to do, I don't care if it's a police officer, I don't care if it's a hotel manager, I don't care what, just observing's YouTube. Anybody reading it will see what a mental, unhinged motherfucker that is.
They don't believe the woman, but I mean, she's calling there doing that.
I know. It's disgusting. She's so against it, though, right? She's so against it. It's horrible. It's horrific. Fucking cunt bag.
Well, we showed the newspaper article that she was in where she abducted that small child.
Yep.
Yeah, today on the OTT, we passed it out to people. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on, guys. The Jonell thing.
That. Oh, Jonell falling. Yeah, no, I didn't see that. Now, do you think she really passed out? What happened? She rolled off the couch?
No, I'll tell you the story in a second here. Hold on.
I don't know. Some people said she smoked a bad cigarette, or sometimes if you smoke a cigarette too quick, you get dizzy, and if you stand up, you could pass out. That's true. Now I don't know how people could call 911. Nobody knows her well, I don't know her address, so I don't know. People complained and nobody helped her. Who would you fucking call? You know what I'm saying? I don't know her family. I don't know anybody to call. I wouldn't know her address. I didn't see her fall. But and then there's some people who don't believe her, that it was an act, that she just put herself on the floor or some shit. But I didn't.
Let me play this for Cheryl Datillo. Thank you, Cheryl Datillo. Thank you. Let me play this for you right now. Hold on.
Yeah, the hate.
Hey, Belle V, do you remember the Pop Pot show?
Oh my God, yes. How is that motherfucker?
Hey, you know what? I haven't heard from him in a long time. And he's the one that did all these super stickers, super chat,
and
money memberships for me. And he took your advice where you said have them show my name in gold lettering.
Yep.
And that's what came on the video. That's what came on the beginning of the video, the golden lettering.
Why? And I love it. I love it. Why did he disappear though? What happened to him? He was a nice guy.
Him and Arkansas got into it really bad.
Ah, shit. Well,
How do you get into it with Pop Pot?
She's, man, every time when I used to go watch her show, she used to curse motherfuckers out on her show, bro.
Really?
She used to curse people out. You were there. You were there when she was cursing people out.
And it's a fucking dirtbag.
You just can't do that. And then she had because Pop Pot was doing stuff for me over here. She's like, "What about me, Pop Pot? You fucking son of a bitch." She called him a son of a bitch. Yeah.
Pop Pot was sweet. He always said though he wanted me to be more feminine. I used to laugh at him. That was his biggest thing.
So here we go. So she got out of the bathroom, and you guys, this was during this afternoon. And the story was that, so here's the scary part.
Can I see her fall?
Not really, no. Oh. It kind of glitches, and she's on the ground. She's on the ground for a while. I'm letting it run right now. And here's the deal. So last night, even more scary than this medical issue here, was some tall, skinny black guy was banging on her door last night. I believe, personally, after knowing what Bob went through, that just observing her one of those whack jobs called somebody to come to her apartment.
Okay.
Like, remember how Bob had people coming to fix his faucets and paint it, and then hookers and male hookers? I believe that somebody called a male hooker to her house.
Okay. So what does this have to do with her being on the floor? What happened?
So then the other story this afternoon was some guy gave her a cigarette, and it might have been laced with something, and she got real sick. So this goes on for quite some time. Let me look, I'm fast forwarding it. There she is. I mean, you can see her asshole hanging out and everything.
She's moving, right.
Yeah, here she gets into some sort of fetal position. I guess she barfed at some point. She's trying to get up. I mean, this is a whole fucking thing. And we were showing this live on the OTT, and we were in shock. Because I told her, let the camera run. keep it on all day. You know what I mean?
I wish I could have seen the actual fall and what happened. Then you could assess it better. I mean, she does look like something's going on with her.
Yeah, you think? I mean, you know,
Yeah.
listen, Dr. Bell, there she is face down on a fucking ground.
Dr. Bell.
Yeah, I mean, you really think so, Dr. Quinn, medicine woman? I mean, yeah, you think she's not feeling well?
Yeah, because people were saying that they thought it was fake. This to me does not look fake at all.
Well, and not only that, Bell, this was going on for, an hour. It's not like this was 3 to 4 minutes.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Now, if you look around, and this is why I love having webcams, because if you look over here, you can see my giant 2-liter of soda. Some people thought it might have been some kind of a diabetic shock.
If she doesn't have diabetes, then there should be no issues with that at all.
She don't go to the doctor. How does she fucking know?
If her blood pressure dropped, that very easily could be cause what's happening right now.
How would we know? I mean, look at this. Does this look healthy?
No, it doesn't. Something happened. Either her blood pressure dropped, which that's what I think happened. Her blood pressure. If she vomited, though, I don't know. Did she ingest something? I don't think it's the soda. You don't become a diabetic just because you drink soda. That, your liver, your pancreas, insulin has everything to do with it.
It's fentanyl.
There's her asshole.
And there was a big hater in there today.
She has nice legs.
There was a big hater in there today.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, look at this, Belle. I mean, look at this.
Yeah. And is she worried about this, or is she getting checked, or is
no? I mean, the woman had to borrow $6 to buy a can opener. I mean, I don't know where you think these people are getting their medical fucking help from.
Well, the state.
Okay, yeah, no, she don't even have a car.
Well, she has to have some kind of medical coverage, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Blue Cross and white trash. Hold on.
Leanne said that girl that we're talking about was on Shelly's talking shit about Leanne today hard.
Who? Just Observing?
No, Carrie Lou. A girl named Carrie Lou.
I think that is Just Observing.
She was talking about all this. No, she don't talk like Just Observing. No, she doesn't. She's a little bit of a mystery. I think it's one of the fumble girls.
She is a fumble girl.
Yeah. It's a girl for sure.
She used to be a Johnny TV girl.
Tessie, I will. I'll have to watch it again. I will. And maybe she smoked something. Who knows? I don't know what the fuck happened to her. I wish I'd seen it from the beginning. Walking in, what happened, how she went down. Was it a complete fall down?
Savage.
Okay, I'm being told that her webcam is on right now. This is at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I have not seen this. I'm going to watch this with you guys in real time. This was not that long ago.
But after that, she stood up and lifted up her bra.
Oh yeah, she was
lifted up her shirt.
But Belle, look at this. This was only a few hours ago. Watch this. I got it paused. Here we go.
I thought she passed out before this.
She did. This happened again. Now watch.
Oh,
she's
okay.
on the phone. Something happens here. She's in, and she's gonna pass out here on a coffee table. Look at this. She's out.
She's going to sleep
on a coffee table.
Yeah, she got her legs stretched out. I didn't think anything was wrong here. See, she's pulling the blanket. I don't know. I don't know, Jim.
I hope she's dead.
Oh my God. I don't know what the fuck's happening with her. What is she? Somebody said she smoked a cigarette from somebody.
So there was some black guy in the parking lot gave her a cigarette, and they think it might have been laced with something. Might have had like meth in it or fentanyl or something. Who knows?
Never take a fucking nothing from nobody, man. Never.
Well, first of all, never take a cigarette from anybody in a parking lot in a seedy hotel in Vegas, and especially if it's from a brother.
Hey guys, listen, I gotta drop down. Lacey H, come on up.
Good night, homegrown.
Good night, homegrown.
I wanted to bring this to everyone's attention.
Yeah.
She had a surgery on her heart, a couple months ago. She was born with a heart defect.
I didn't know that. A couple months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a surgery on her fucking open heart surgery a couple months ago.
I forgot
I mean, I
about that.
got my own problems.
Well, I'm
Oh
just
my
saying
God.
it could be she may need to go get checked up because it could have something to do with her heart and nothing to do with the cigarette at all, you know?
Lacey, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Good point. I forgot about her heart surgery. But sometimes it's hard to really follow and really believe everything. So I don't know. So I forget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why it just dawned on me. I didn't know this happened, and it just dawned like seeing her on the floor. I don't know anything about heart conditions, but I assume that it could cause problems.
Hi, Lacey.
Hey, Johnny, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just like all into
No, it's
this.
okay. It seemed like her blood pressure was low. That's why I wanted to know how she went down. You could tell how a person goes down. You know, if it was like a self-help fall, was it a complete when my blood pressure and I broke my ribs, I went completely down like a bag of rocks.
Has she eaten today?
That's another thing too. I don't know. We didn't see her eat, did we? I didn't watch her whole cam, so I don't know.
That'll
Yeah,
cause
she
you
might
to
need a
be
pacemaker, Bill.
You mean a
Oh no,
pacemaker?
pacemaker. Well, that's
Peace.
yeah, it's a pacemaker.
My brother, or well, I don't know. One of my half brothers has some kind of heart condition. He had to be pulled from all sports and everything because it could kill him. He's like it depressed him completely. And I think he has a pacemaker. I don't know.
I don't know. She has to go to the cardiologist and find out to make sure it's not her heart. I don't know. We got to talk to her. Got to find out what the fuck happened. What'd you do? You walked in. What happened? You passed out. What were you feeling? Were you vomiting? Were you sick? We need more information on this. But she did look. I mean, coming from that floor and going to that couch was very hard to watch. It really looked like some kind of event was happening.
A struggle of some sort.
Yeah, it did. Like she
And if
had no
she didn't eat, you know, it could be too.
Mm-hmm. That's where the sugar drops or the blood pressure drops.
This is insane.
Great. Now we're going to see her drop dead on her cam.
You really showed her titty, though, Bill?
Yeah, I swear to God on my life. She pulled up.
Okay, well, I guess I'm getting messages. They said to go over to her camera now. She put the camera outside of her window. Let me bring. Yeah, she's got the cam. What the fuck is going on here? This don't look good.
That's a good thing because of all the freaks messing with her.
Look at this shit. There's a bunch of people outside of her place. That's not her.
Whoa.
This don't look good.
No.
Why is she showing this? I've tried to call her 3 times. I can't get her to pick up because I think her camera is on the Wi-Fi. I mean, her cell phone is on the... What the fuck?
Oh, they're fighting.
Holy Christ. Is that Jonell?
No.
No, the one with her hands on her hips down there. No, she's zooming in. Jonell, you got to get out of there. Holy fuck. Those are blacks.
Guns are going to be popping.
Oh, this is fucking insane. This is live. Look at all the blacks on the fucking porch. They just went to the ground.
Oh my God.
This is outside her fucking house.
Nobody's stopping it, neither.
There's no security, no nothing. Yeah, they're worried about her. This is insane.
Somebody's on the ground with their arms. What the fuck's happening there? Or is that walking? They're all on drugs. Look at them. They're all nuts.
Oh, she got her again. Look at in the hallway there. They're fighting. See it?
Yeah.
Hey, Jonell, told me, do not go outside, Jonell. Holy fuck.
The whole gaggle.
What'd you say, Bella? What a gaggle.
A gaggle. There's a whole gaggle of them. Like there's a whole bunch of them. A whole gaggle.
Oh my
I'm
God,
getting
Belle.
text messages now.
What the hell?
I wouldn't stay there. I mean, this is Las Vegas, man. You don't know what's going on. This could be, escorts, hookers, drugs.
He needs
Pimpers.
some
Oh,
milk.
look, they're coming towards her place now. Jonell, get out of there.
Oh yeah, run outside. No, lock your door. Put
Yeah,
a
no,
chair up
I
against
mean, move
it.
out of there. She's supposed to leave like on the 5th. Look at them all out there looking.
Yep.
Show your tits. That'll
Maybe
help
they'll
him.
throw beads.
You're getting
Oh
out of
look,
there.
they're leaving.
That'll help him. Whoa, it's like moving around. It's nice.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That one guy's about to jump.
Here comes some other guy, some kind of Ron Tell. Okay, that girl just left. You see her driving out on the bottom corner. This is fucking insane.
Some guy got in the car with her. The guy that was fighting got in the car with her.
Oh, they got
look at
kids watching it and everything.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole bunch of mixed kids living in that fucking place.
So that's people live like that's not a hotel.
Well,
People live there.
It's like a hotel, but it's $1,500. Yeah, there's Vegas in the background. It's $1,500 or $1,400 a month.
Okay.
So it's like
That's expensive for
How
a
does she
fucking
live there
hotel
for
room.
$1,400 a month?
yeah, she's gone. I guess supposedly her stepdad put her there for a month when they got into a fight.
$1,400 a month for that? Holy shit!
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hotel room. I
That's hard to.
Hey, look! Hey, Jim, look what Boris Bin Laden wrote. Some guy just bit her face. I thought.
Yeah, he needs some milk.
Did you see what Boris wrote?
Yeah.
Boris Bin Laden. Some guy just bit her face. Oh God. He's from Florida.
Jonell needs to get out of there. And Lean Bean says, "Oh my fucking lord!" Hey, Lean Bean,
Guys,
you got
anyone-
Lean Bean. You got her number earlier, and you chose not to call it. Lean Bean, why don't you call her? The number was given earlier.
Well, I don't even know what's happening outside. What is everybody looking at?
Well, she passed out a couple of times. Then we showed a video from a few hours ago, and she was laying like half on a coffee table, half on a couch, which Belle seemed to think is normal.
Okay, but he's saying warn her to not go outside. What's out there? Bigfoot, chupacabra? What's happening?
No, those people were fighting.
Oh, well, I mean that's probably normal.
But that was a lot of people. I wouldn't be outside neither.
That's probably happens all the time.
Lean Bean, if you called, then call them right now. She doesn't have a roommate, you dumb fuck. Lean Bean, call the number. Who is? I don't know. Lean Bean is on the OTT. Lean Bean, call the number.
Who is Lean Bean?
I don't know. I think
It's a lean bean.
I think it's fucking
Jim
Lacey.
Lean Bean?
The truth. I think it's one of her
really
tiny
not
girls.
me, but I am
Yeah.
a lean bean.
A lean bean you are.
Don't go out.
Oh, wait.
Lacey-
Gen X said Jim, a guy answers. It's not her.
What?
What?
Yeah, see, there's some weird shit going on. Call the fucking number again, guys.
Who
How
are
does
we
this
calling?
guy know?
Jonell's number was put on the OTT because people were worried when she passed out. Some of these morons are acting like they called, and I know they didn't because I asked her if there was any missed calls, and she said no. Then somebody said a roommate answered the phone,
Hold
which I
on.
don't believe.
Hold on.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. Please leave.
So that was Jonell. Hold on.
So they got crack, cigarettes, people fighting, men answering the phone.
Got a lot of shit going on, man.
She passed out. Showed her
There-
tit.
There's more to this story.
What happens in Vegas?
No
in Vegas.
eyebrows, no hair.
God, stop it.
All right, she's not answering, guys. No man, no nothing. Nobody's answering the phone now.
Yeah. Lean
No
Bean's
man.
lying.
Don't call that number again.
I texted her. I told her to call me.
What, baby?
What the fuck?
You go outside?
Look, we don't know. You know what I mean? Story time at Vegas.
Well, I do believe, not everything, but I believe a majority of what she says, because whenever Jim called her brother's soon to be ex-wife, everything lined up. It was all true. You know,
Not talking about that.
I know, but I don't think she fabricates everything. I do think she could. She's born with a hole in her heart, you know, and had a open heart surgery.
Yeah, I thought I was getting out of tanning. I turn on the show and I see all kind of people fighting. What the fuck's going on?
Outside of Jonell's place, she put the camera in the window for a few minutes, and the blacks out there were killing each other.
It's bad over there. Bad news.
Yeah, and Belle's telling her, go outside and ask what's going on.
Yeah, right. She's never been in West Tropicana. Belle's never been out of Yonkers.
Been more out of Yonkers than you.
She just got back from a cruise.
Jesus Christ. What's wrong? I've been to countries, everything. Jonell's not answering, guys. She's not answering.
All right, time to get large.
Who went on a cruise?
No, that's what they're saying, that I was on a cruise for 30 days.
Wait, is there a rumor going around that I found Jonell's baby picture?
What?
I don't know.
What is that?
Did you find Jonell's baby picture, Jim?
No.
Oh, okay.
Might have.
You might have.
Jim.
I thought somebody was blaming me. I was like, I didn't find shit. I'm too busy with
I
the
do have it.
Now, is her camera off?
No, it's back on. She's laying down. It's
One of my snitches said, show it, Jim.
okay.
It's going to be something stupid. It's going to be E.T. in a
Hey,
blanket.
Jim, we have 166 people watching.
Yeah, that's good numbers, Johnny.
Better not be E.T. in a blanket.
No, there
Johnny,
wasn't.
maybe we got too old. We got an old number by mistake because PZ had some.
Y'all heard she was a Hooters girl.
Same thing happened, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
she said she was a Hooters girl back in the day.
I think so.
Fucking Hooters girl. Yeah, I got the picture. You want to see the picture of her when she was young, like a baby?
Yeah, let's see it. I want to see.
Who told you I had this?
My snitch.
Oh, God. We were going to save this for the OTT. All right, I'll show this here. Here is Jonell. She's probably 2 here. Go ahead and bring that up, Johnny.
I knew it. Fucking Ethiopian.
No way. Yeah.
You know, that's from, I think, worms. The belly swells. I don't know. I could be full of shit.
It's no food. It's no food in your stomach.
Oh, that's sad.
Medical term is what's known as distension.
I forgot the name. Yep. That's it. Distension.
So wait, were all the Jews like that? I thought the Jews didn't have swollen bellies when they were in concentration.
Jews? There's no Jews.
The concentration camps.
Concentration camps.
They didn't have swollen bellies.
I've seen some, no, not like that, but there are different countries and different whatever. But yeah, there's some name, I forgot what it is right now, when there's not enough of food and the stomach does become distended.
You just thought worms?
I don't.
African worms or
African worms? I don't know. Mexican worms? I don't know. But there is a name for it. I just can't remember.
I was in a 7-Eleven a couple years ago, and they had this new African coffee. It was called African Dark Roast. And then they had something called Brazilian Dark Roast. And then they had like blueberry. They have a 7-Eleven, if you guys have a 7-Eleven near you, some places don't, has really good coffee, believe it or not.
Hey, Pencil.
And somebody asked, I was at the register, and some guy yelled out to the lady that worked there, hey, which one is the African coffee? Because they hadn't put the labels on it yet. And I yelled out, it's the one with the flies all around it.
Oh, my God, Tim.
And somebody laughed real hard. There was some black guy standing behind it buying cupcakes. He was all pissed off.
Only you.
Have you ever heard of the Kaya Kopi or Kopi Luwak coffee, Jim?
No, what's that? Is that the stuff that's made from like mushrooms?
No, it's like a cat shits it out. It's really expensive.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I want to try it. It's
You
expensive
want to
though.
try what, Lacey?
The cat shit coffee.
Cat shit coffee?
Yeah, I wonder what makes the cat shit make it so wonderful. And I love coffee. I'm just curious about that.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I mean, cat shit. You can't. I mean, one of the worst smells in the world is cat shit or piss. How about? Has anybody ever tried? I think it's called JPC coffee. So JPC.
JPC. No, I've heard of Death Wish.
No, not just. So JPC is Johnny Poop Coffee. So what he does, he dump and you put it in the filter, right? And you yeah.
Is it dark roast? I love dark roast. I'm into like espresso, dark roast. The darker the better.
If you drink a lot of it, it'll give you diabetes.
Oh my God, poor John.
Julia was so exhausted by everything today. She's going to lay down.
Who is?
Cheryl DeTillo.
Oh, poor
Good night, Cheryl.
Good
night.
How about the thing with BJ today, man? That was fucking weird. I can't stop thinking of that.
Where
What
was
happened?
my robocall? What's
Yeah, I
going
didn't get
on?
one neither.
I did not do one for the OTT, but I did one for Johnny's show. I'm not doing as many of them as I used to. I was doing too many of them, but some people aren't getting them because they're on the other line. But I'm getting my robocall thing back that says everybody is receiving it. Like trucker girl's like, "Where's my robocall at?" I sent out a robo text today. Some people are on their cell phones or they're on the other line or it's going to their voicemail, but people are getting
I got the text.
There was a text for the OTT?
No,
There was-
just for Johnny.
I didn't get the robocall for him going on the OTT today.
Yep. I count on that.
Let me say this again. There was no robocall for the OTT today, but there was one for Johnny's show. That's why you didn't get the one for mine.
Well, I have ADHD and I can't keep up with all these shows, so I need my
It's
calls.
1 o'clock it's been 1 o'clock every Tuesday for like a year.
I can't remember
this shit.
I can't remember that. It was 9 o'clock Eastern.
That was
PM.
like the first 2 months.
No.
Yeah, I didn't do it for that long on Tuesday nights. Belle, there's been a lot of shit, but what about this BJ thing?
Yeah, tell me, Jim. I only heard part of. I came back and he's like, I don't know anything. I don't know. So what was the big news? What happened?
She disconnected her number. Her number's gone.
I thought you knew that.
No, we found out today. She
Oh.
put everybody on block, and people started calling her with blocked numbers, hitting *67, calling from. So she had her phone just like, on probably only people on her phone that she knows would get through. She disconnected her number today, and we called her brother. Her brother had never heard of that. He goes, "Wait, my sister's number's disconnected?" He goes, "I very rarely talk to her." So,
Jim, it has so much to do with that fucking 24, 25-year-old. He's controlling something, and it's such a sad fucking situation. And how could you be disconnecting numbers and all this bullshit? No.
Leanne coming in at $19.99. Happy holidays, Johnny and PZ.
Yay,
For a butt
Leanne.
plug. Thank you, Leanne.
So
Please
her
watch
cat,
me. Thank you very much. There you
her
go.
Cash App. Are we playing a song?
Yeah.
Okay.
what about her Cash App? Is it gone? I sent her a Cash App a couple
well-
days ago.
Is that connected to her phone? So, like, if you change your phone number, does that interfere with your Cash App?
I think you could still accept it, but it probably goes to her email.
Because, like, guys like MJ, they had the hots for her. These guys that may have had people from the show, who knows? Men in general who had her number while she was single, though, that period of time, he may have made her change her number.
I think it was totally because people were trying to get a hold of her, and she probably said, "I'm done with the show. I'm not doing it anymore." And people kept calling her. I got to get that fucking hoodie back. There's over $100 invested in that hoodie, and we don't have it. And then we have her Funko Pop, and we're going to send her all that shit. I think that, and we even asked her brother, did she move? He didn't know anything. Now, I don't know how truthful he was being. He could have been swerving us too. He was supposed to get back in touch with me, and we haven't heard from anybody. So I am sure at this point she is, let's say, August, September, October, November, December. She's 5 months pregnant. I'm sure he's got his clamps down on her.
Yeah, I think so too. It's quite sad.
And BJ was already, very sensitive and emotional. Oh God, pregnancy is probably hell for her.
Yeah, she should have aborted.
No.
I am pro-abortion, but that's her choice.
Yeah, I agree.
She should have pulled a WOC on it, Medical
What's a
term.
W? It's a medical
WOC,
term.
Yeah, WOC is code for abortion because it stands for Watcher of Crazy.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh my God.
I know.
1 in 3 women have had an abortion, Jim.
I wish 3 in 3 would have it.
But then there would be no people on Earth.
Whoa. Duke and Molly coming in. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Johnny PZ.
There you go, Johnny.
Thank you so
Hey,
much. That means a lot to me,
Is
Duke
Twin
and Molly.
Mama still on? Does Twin Mama ever come on anymore?
She's
I don't
trying
know,
to put
Jim.
that Christmas tree up, but she can't get off her double wide ass.
I'm
You
going to
know,
play this song real quick.
Fuck.
It ain't going to play. Fuck.
Song.
Thank you, Duke and Molly.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's very sweet of everybody.
Yes, it is.
Let's get his Wagovi.
Who is Rick Simpson? Do you know Rick Simpson, Jam?
I think that's just observing.
It says, I steal my neighbor's power internet. He's going to be in jail for 2 years, and his wife is a freak.
Oh, that's not good. Well, do you bang her? She's a freak, as in
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
a freak show or a
Tony, how you
freaking?
doing, Tony?
I just love how when people call in, they just spill their face. Imagine if your parents called in a YouTube show and said you were on medications, you were overweight, you'd never fucked anybody, you're 21 years old, you work part-time at a CVS. I mean, I know more about that guy's son, Black Cat or whatever son, than I do about people in my own family. He's 21 years old, he's a virgin, he lives at home, he works part-time at CVS, he's at a local community college part-time, his brother got a fucking GED, they're both huge slobs, neither of them ever had any puss, he's got 4 clogged fucking arteries, his stint didn't work, his wife's fat, he lives in fucking New Jersey. I mean, all this shit.
You got everything. I know you got everything.
And I didn't even ask. And people are like, how do you get all this information? People can't wait to unload their shit on the other people. The only difference is if that was a hater, they'd be calling the FBI on me. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just
I know.
Unfucking real.
Hey, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please hit subscribe. Hit the like button. It's free. There's no charge with that. And make sure you hit the Jim Terry's Cash App up. He's kind of dry over there. Make sure you hit his Cash App up, guys. And make sure you hit up LBs and Lacey Ages. Thank you.
Not Lacey's. Lacey's got more money than
Thank you.
Here's the deal. How about, I'll tell you another one that's kind of weird. What about fucking Kazumi?
Kazoom.
What about him?
So he gets on here the other day, and I was just asking him questions. I go, so, I didn't realize he was a homosexual. Did you know he was gay?
Jim, he came on my show and we talked about sucking dick. Yes.
Never knew that. And so that's not the part that shocked me, okay? Like I was shocked that Ranger was gay. I didn't see that coming. But I didn't know him that well. Now that I see him, I mean, you could see the stretch marks around his mouth from the cock.
But you didn't know Kazoom was gay?
No. So we talked about it the other day, and somebody kind of mentioned it. So I asked him, and you know how he is. He's like, I'll tell you what I'd like to hear from is Traveling Fools, because Traveling Fools, you went to high school with a girl that we've been having an issue with. But anyways, he's like, hi, yes.
Yeah.
I am gay. Yes, yes. And then I said, so then he goes like this. So I go, well, have you always been gay? He's like, well, when my brother used to fondle me and make me give him a oral fixation, a blowjob, I gave him a dick suck. And if I wouldn't, there would be no brother day. I mean, I was like, wait, what the? Right, guys? You were you heard that shit, right?
I didn't hear it, but that's how he speaks. He does speak like that. And he'll tell you everything. He drinks
has
his
a brother.
vodka.
He was like 8. He has a brother who was like 25, and the brother used to make him blow him. Or he would do like Big Brother days, like bring him to Chuck E. Cheese and shit or whatever the fuck. And he wouldn't have those days if Kazoom wouldn't blow him. And now they talk about it, and Kazoom's brother's like, that never happened. You're lying.
Hey Jim,
Yeah.
PZ's home. I gotta go help him get the laundry in. Will you hold the fort down?
Can you turn the camera on and we can watch you guys bring in the laundry and you run out of breath?
No, the camera's not working right now.
Oh fuck! All right, yeah, but are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Be okay. No passing out.
I won't pass out. I'll be okay, and I'll still do my push-ups for you too.
Yeah, when he gets back, yeah, I don't think Johnny can do 2. I think Johnny folds under 1.
I think he could do 3.
Oh, you're out of your fucking mind.
I know.
I think he could. Now a pull-up, no.
No.
You think those little fucking tentacle flipper cat flipper walrus arms he has, those fucking seal flippers, you really think those fucking flappers can fucking push 260 pounds worth of body weight up?
I do think he could do 3, Jim. It's a bet.
Yeah.
Mr. X doesn't believe he can get low enough with the belly. You have to get your chest on the ground. He's not going to be able to do that with that huge gut.
Well, is he going to do a girl push-up with his legs?
No. He's going to do a regular push-up. Yeah.
Oh, I want to see it. I'm rooting for 3. That's my vote.
I say I don't think he could do more than 2. If
More
he
than
does
2.
2, I'll be shocked.
I'm getting 7 or 8.
I think he'll shit his pants.
7 or 8. Shit his pants.
Nah. Does
But
he have
that
IBS?
Christmas tree up his ass all the time. I think that's possible.
I like the other day, me and Mr. X were laughing about this when we go, well, Johnny, did you ever used to do sexual favors or whore yourself out for drugs? He's like, no, dude, never. But this one time, this guy asked me to come over on a website and fist him for money. But I used to fuck people in the ass for drugs. Well, that's whoring yourself out. I was like, whatever.
He has said that before, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not a shock. Listen, you have to hustle when you're on the street, right? And when you're doing drugs, you do shit that you don't want to do.
If it's all
Tingle Blues,
consensual.
if he does a push-up and his head explodes, that's on him.
Oh my God.
He came up
It's your
the
fault,
other day.
Jen. Everything's your fault.
He came up the other day on panel, and Johnny was like, I said, Johnny, what did you do? He goes, I help PZ bring in the groceries. It's like, what the fuck?
Poor Johnny.
It's all bad diet, Bill. That's all bad. You're telling him to get the fucking sleeve and shit.
Well, you know what? It's a bunch of medications that I forgot what he said, but he's mentioned them before, and it does put weight gain on, and you're still depressed when you're that much overweight and you can't move and it's hard and you're in pain. There's a lot. He just really has to set his mind to it. Yeah, the sleeve is not for his mind's not set for that. He'll be a mess. He'll rip the stomach. He'll be vomiting all the time.
Oh my God, what?
Oh yeah, it's not
what?
an easy surgery when
Rip
you have
stomach.
Oh my God, yeah, they put 3 rows of staples in.
Oh
They
my
took out 70% of my stomach and they put 3 rows of staples in.
Oh.
And if you start overeating and stuff like it's easy to rip it. When I was bulimic back in the days in the 90s, I ripped my stomach. And I
Is bulimic when you throw up? Or is that when you just don't eat?
No, when you throw up. Anorexia is when you don't eat. That's
these
what I
are-
had with the gastric sleeve. I wasn't eating. But bulimia, I
These
ripped
are
my stomach.
words, bad words.
Oh yeah.
ED.
Oh yeah.
ED.
ED. Yeah. So I ripped
So
my
how would you make yourself puke? Would you jab a pencil down the gimmick or what?
No. I could get like my whole hand down my throat.
Oh, that you would take that?
Yeah.
That's hard to believe you didn't have more dates.
That's why I'm so good at it.
Fuck.
At
Oh,
the
I mean,
blowjobs.
it's about the hottest thing you've ever said. Johnny, okay?
I'm fine. The Idaho Farmer, thank you for the $9.99. $2.99 on to the YouTube. $7 for Johnny for whatever he wants to spend the money on. Thank you.
Johnny, we made a
go
bet.
towards my OTT, huh?
We made a bet. I think you could do 3 push-ups.
Well,
Johnny's out of breath right now. He's wheezing. Look at him.
Is that offer still on the table, Jim? Like you said, $1.
4.5. Yeah, I mean, Lacey seems to think you could do 7. Bell said 3. I said I really don't think more than 2. But I'll put the total at 4.5. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see, but you got to get on the ground, and a push-up is all the way down to your chest and up. You know what I mean? I mean, you could stop once you get up and but you can't stop, get up, walk around, and do it again. It's just all in one repetition. That's not easy to do, Johnny. I mean, I'd like to see it, but PZ's going to have to hold the camera or the computer and turn it around and show you on the ground, either in the kitchen or whatever.
Yeah, we'll do it right here. I'll put the StreamYard on my phone, and I'll turn down. I'll mute myself so we won't hear all that clacking noise. Hey, PZ.
Well, no, you don't have to. You don't have to mute grunt it out. You should probably do it without. That way, we could see if your chest hits the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that if I put the StreamYard on my phone, it will start making a screaming noise. You hear what I'm saying?
Well, we'll just mute yourself on this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Whenever PZ's ready.
Well, I mean, what's PZ doing? He did some laundry. It's not like he's building a church. I mean, how long does it take him to do a couple of
He's saving the clothes.
Oh, fuck. Building a church.
He's building a temple, he says.
This is going to be fucking great.
I'm excited now. Johnny, okay? Johnny?
Yeah, I'm
Don't
fine.
look a little dazed and confused.
No, I'm fine.
All right.
Let me pull this up on my phone right now.
Lacey, we're rooting for him.
Yeah, he better get that 7.
All right. Well, I'm going 3.
Oh my God.
I'm going to get
you
10.
Bitch.
No, I'm not being mean. I couldn't even do a pinky push-up. I'm not being mean to nobody.
No, I'm joking. He better get my 7 or else.
Hey, Paul, you got to come hold the camera, though, Paul. You got to hold my phone while I do them.
Johnny, how
you
many?
You got to hold the phone while I
do
do them. Do my push-ups for these guys. They betted. How many push-ups do you think I can?
How many did Johnny say
2.
he could do, Jim?
I think he could do. I don't think he can do over 2, but the total I'm going to put is at 4.5.
How many push-ups?
No, but what did he say he could do?
Johnny, what do you think? How many do you think you could do? I think Johnny said like 600.
I said 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So wait a minute. You said 10.
No way.
You know what, Lacey? I'm up in mine a little bit. I didn't know Johnny said he thinks he could do 10. Okay, honey. I'm going with 5, 6. Wait a minute, 10. You think you could do 10, Johnny?
Yeah.
You're gonna listen to Johnny. He came on the show today with glasses.
He
came on the show earlier today with glasses and said there's subscription glasses. I mean, you really gonna take his word for it?
Jim, I've seen miracles happen. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking now. I'm bumping mine up now. Wait a minute. I'm
Johnny,
gonna go with 6.
Johnny, if you get a Playboy subscription, it's a magazine. A prescription is a glass.
Yeah, okay, well, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, I do, but that's what I was trying to explain.
We love
Johnny,
you.
Because I think push-ups are hard, man. If you've never done it, yeah.
All right, so I'm oh, and I gotta zone in. I'm gonna say I'm going with 5. I'm gonna stay with 5 now. Since he said 10, I'm gonna go with 5.
I don't think he's gonna get 1, to be honest with you. I think 1 down, 1 up, he may be able to squeeze that out. but those little fucking chicken arms are gonna fucking just start to
Damn, it's
wither.
so cute. He muted and you started talking like you couldn't hear you.
He's
It
a
was like
butter
you in
eating.
the room.
He's the champion of butter eating. I mean,
If
he can do
if
it.
I had to bet who could do more push-ups, Crazy Brat or Johnny, I would bet Crazy Brat.
Oh, Crazy Brat, I'm sure could do fucking push-ups. She's a monster.
I bet you Crazy Brat has a vagina like a vice. All right, here we go. Johnny's getting ready to come.
What?
All right.
No.
He's thinking about Crazy Brat's vagina. It's telling.
Burnt
Lacey.
popcorn.
Telling.
I can. Johnny, you got to make yourself big. Burnt popcorn. I can answer that question. When was the last time Johnny did a push-up? Never.
Jim, I'm doing it on my phone.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but you got. Yeah. Okay. We want to see it. I'm dying to see this. It's going to be
I
great.
know. I haven't went in there yet. Hold on.
Make sure PZ gets on the ground with you because we want to see if your chest comes and lose the shirt. Makes it more fun.
Lose the shirt. Want to see some titties?
I was talking to Lacey, not you, Johnny. Oh my God, I'm excited about this.
What room is he going to? I'm excited now too. Where is he going?
I'll tell you what room he's going to go to after this. The morgue.
Poor Johnny. Oh my God, we're waiting in anticipation. It's killing me. I'm so.
I don't even think Bob. But who could do more push-ups? Bob couldn't do shit. I don't even think Bob could do a sit-up. Yeah.
He can't do a girl push-up.
Bob probably is only a couple of months away from having to get one of those recliner chairs that actually stands you up. You ever seen those? They hit a button, it goes,
yes,
and it stands you up. Yeah.
They're great for the patients. They're wonderful. You don't have to lift them. You just press that button, that fucker stands them up.
All right, here we go. Oh my God. I am so
all right. Let's do it. Come on, Johnny. Stop playing rubber duck.
Oh, it is going to feed it back. Hey, Johnny, you're going to have to get rid of the one that's in the office there. It's going to feed back.
It's
Turn
muted.
the TV down too.
I already did.
I still hear the TV.
His computer's muted.
I already hit the mute.
All right, don't talk. Just
I hear it vibrate.
I already hit the mute already.
Turn the volume down.
I can't turn the volume
Both
down.
on mute.
All right.
Jim, look at my fingers.
Yeah, but you're flashing back. Yeah, you got 10 index fingers. You do not have a middle finger or a pinky. It's all index fingers. That's making me sick.
All right, hit
Bar.
Hit mute on that too.
All right, put it on mute. Mute that one, PZ, and let me talk to you guys. PZ, turn the camera sideways so we get a wide shot. Can you turn it sideways so we get a bigger screen? Yeah, let me see if it flips.
No, you can't tell that way.
Okay, yeah, just go straight up and down, PZ, like you had it. And sit Indian style right in front of him so we got a good look. All right, Johnny, please remove the shirt so that we can see if your chest is hitting the ground, please.
Oh, yeah, PZ, that's a good idea. Sit down Indian style so we could just see it perfectly. You'll be like,
holy fuck.
Jim. Why is he at the TV?
I
Wrong
don't know.
place.
Yeah.
Is he fixing his dick? Come on.
All right, get right in front of him, PZ. We can't see him, PZ. Don't be an asshole. Get right in there. There you go. Okay. All right, Johnny, on your toes now, not on your knees. All right, let's go.
Let's go, Johnny.
Chest all the way down. One. Two. Holy fuck. Three. Four. Five. Breathe. Six.
Seven. Eight.
Nine. He's gonna explode.
One more, Johnny. One more. Go. One more. You can do
Push
it.
up with them flippers.
You can do it. 11. Woo!
Good job, Johnny.
Great, Johnny.
I am okay. That's a little gross there, but I am.
No way. He
I
did
told
awesome.
you.
Look at that.
Shit can happen.
He knew it.
He did it, man. I am impressed. I stand corrected. You got, what did you say, Bill? You said what, 10?
7.
Johnny said 10. Johnny did 11.
No, I said 7. Belle said 3
Oh,
at first.
At first, I said 3 till Johnny said 10. I didn't know what Johnny said, but you're right, Lacey. You were the number one who knew right away.
If we
I
were
had to
on
know
The
what
Price
Johnny
is
thought.
Right, I would be going on the stage right now.
Oh my God. This is The Price is Right. It'd be off the air.
Great,
Johnny, that was incredible. I am thoroughly impressed. And our person in the chat, Duke and Molly, said somebody said they were going to give you $5 a push-up, and they have, of course, disappeared now.
Johnny, that was great. Unmute yourself. That was great, Johnny.
Thank you.
Jim, how many push-ups can you do? 20?
70,
30?
80, 70, 80 maybe.
70, 80?
Duke and
Really?
Molly came in with $5 super sticker.
I can't right now. I have COVID.
Someone owes
Johnny.
me 55. Sugar Plum says someone owes Johnny $55. Who said they will pay $5 a super sticker?
There was somebody, I thought it was Pencil Art.
Jim, you owe me $1 per push-up.
Yeah, I owe you
Dale.
$11. I'm sending it over right now. I am Johnny. I stand corrected. That was very impressive. I hope you're here by the end of the show. But I mean,
Johnny will be. Take a deep breath. Don't you have asthma, Johnny? Do you have a puffer?
if he didn't, he does now.
Do you have a puffer? Use your puffer.
Yeah, before you
Cluckers
end up
come in
like
at $4.99. Thank you, Cluckers.
Jonell.
Thank you, Cluckers.
He's probably gonna sleep tonight.
It says not
Johnny.
us, Jim. LOL. You owe him $11, buddy.
I do. I am sending it over. Burnt pop. Oh, I think burnt popcorn was the one that said $5. Yeah, burnt popcorn.
Yeah, burnt popcorn. You owe me $5. Burnt popcorn.
$50.
Burnt popcorn.
Burnt is that she was real hot and guys don't like her 'cause she's hot, and then she looks like sharing disorder. Like she was.
You're going in and out, Jim.
She's the lady that. Yeah, burnt popcorn's the one that said she'd give you $5 a deal.
Here, I got a picture of her right here. I got a picture of her, Jim.
Yeah, so do I.
Fucking Jim.
Oh. Where is it?
She's a PYT.
I can't find it.
How the fuck do I do this?
Here it goes. Right here. Bam!
I am shocked.
There you go, Jim.
What do you got?
That picture of her.
Yeah. The fuck? She's like, I'm really hot.
Well done, Johnny. Another $4.99 coming in. Thank you,
Damn,
Tango
Johnny.
Blues.
Look at the money coming in every time. Johnny, I think if you did some sit-ups, you might make another $100.
Do that tomorrow or next week.
Yeah, I would wait. Yeah, I wouldn't do it today. You might end up in them.
Thank you, Belle V. Thank you, Belle V.
Love you, Johnny.
I love
Great
you too,
job.
sweetheart, but you didn't have to do that, honey.
Great job.
How much was
Thank
it?
you.
I wanted to. What is it your business?
Thank you so much, Belle V.
Why does
What?
Lacey H decorate the front of her
Yeah.
house in wood? Nobody. She's the only house in the whole neighborhood that's decorated.
Ooh, another one.
Well,
Here comes
kind
another
of.
one.
She might as
Johnny,
well put-
it's tomorrow.
Another one. Tasha, a.k.a. Sugar Plum, sent you $10. Thank you, Sugar Plum. Thank you so much. I got to play the song for him, though. I got to play the song for him.
You could hold my song. It's in my head.
All right, here we go.
I heard your little giggle, Lacey. I love it.
Oh, Burnt Popcorn wants me to do setups, Jim.
You know what? She said.
What's
Johnny
happening?
I think Johnny could do a shitload of sit-ups.
Yes, I think so too. Even I could do sit-ups. If I could do sit-ups, Johnny, you could do fucking 100 sit-ups.
I think if Belle did them, though, she'd like shit her pants or something.
Not at that age yet, thank God.
What?
How about PZ? Get PZ in on it.
I don't want to see PZ do it.
Stop being a fucking hater, Paul.
What's wrong with Paul? What's he saying, Johnny?
You're making money.
He's saying that now that he's saying now if I can do push-ups, I can do other things.
Like help me clean house and do the dishes and take out
Oh Lord, this isn't the time to be having.
Hey, Johnny, tell PZ that's women's work. That's why he's
Don't
doing
be
it.
hating on my parade right now, bitch.
Yeah, you're making money. Tell him you're bringing in you're buttering his bacon. What is that?
I'm buttering up the fucking skillet right now, honey.
Yeah,
Chill
you're
out.
bringing in the bacon. You're frying up the pan. Come on.
Johnny, say
Yeah.
that's women's work. That's why PZ does it. It's women's work.
That's women's work, Paul.
Johnny is the top. You need to listen. You're the bottom.
Best was when Johnny the other day goes, no, I never did anything like that. Well, this one guy paid me to fist him.
Oh, Johnny.
How about the guy Johnny told us about? I thought about this the whole next day. He wouldn't leave Johnny's house, and then he got real mad at him. Remember, he wouldn't leave Johnny's hotel room? Johnny, remember that guy you were telling us about?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
God, look at Lacey's fucking driveway.
Hey, at least she's got a driveway.
What's wrong with it?
You need pressure wash that.
I'm not paying for this dead dog fuck pressure wash.
Now, let me.
It's
you not
wet
walking?
too. It's like wet, you know.
Yeah, it's piss.
This is water. Yeah, it's cat piss.
Cat urine.
Lots of it. I heard cats fighting, so I was investigating.
Yeah, Mr. X. Everybody wants to see you flex, Mr. X. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that.
Johnny did 11 push-ups. I am in shock. I thought that was really good, Johnny. That was incredible. And then PZ got all jealous because Johnny's starting to grow. His channel's getting like 200. Johnny's becoming the Bob Farrell of this. And PZ's like, no, I'm going to lose him to somebody else.
I can't get rid of him.
PZ, there's another guy that messaged me and is very interested in Johnny. He wanted his cell phone number, but I wouldn't give it. This guy he said he would do anything Johnny wanted.
Oh, Jim.
Pencil artist.
I just want to see Johnny in his masks. Him and PZ in their masks.
There is this fish that's supposed to be the worst smelling fish in the world. Have you ever seen that where people try to smell it?
No, I never heard of it, Jim.
Oh,
damn! Burnt popcorn. Burnt popcorn says, "Great job. I'm proud of you. Here's my 5 for good measure." But I said I'll pay per setup. Damn! So if I did 100 setups, you would pay me $500.
Wow, Johnny. I think he could do it, Jim.
If I even did 10, that's $50.
Get on the floor, Johnny.
No, I don't want. I'm tired of just doing those push-ups.
My ass would be doing fucking sit-ups.
He's got to wait a day or two. Otherwise, he might have his eyeball. Oh, guess who called me today? Speaking of eyeballs, Big Ups.
And
he went to
what
the
happened?
doctors. He says his cornea is scratched to hell. He can't see out of it now. He had some kind of story where he was, he went in there and told the doctor what to do and all kinds of shit. But he says he's on an antibiotic and they think he could lose sight in the eye. That's what he said today to me.
I think it's from the salt, Jim. I think it was when he was riding without the glasses. I don't think it was the whatever word he used. I think it's the salt that scratched his eye and that made that
right.
Yep. That salt got some serious chemicals in it.
Fucking dumb fuck. I mean, the guy's 70 years old. He's driving a bicycle in the middle of fucking winter or down a freeway in West Virginia in the mountains. I mean, to get soup. I mean, what
on
the
a $3,500 bed.
Yeah.
I don't believe everything he says. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Big camera in the car. He's home. I don't know. I can't go with that story.
Oh, speaking of cameras, let's go see what's going on with Jonell. Hold on.
Yeah,
She's passed out now. Now she's doing sit-ups for $5.
Make PZ boot your ass out. 100 sit-ups will, at Johnny, 100 sit-ups will probably for sure make PZ boot your ass out.
No, he'd be happy. You're bringing home the bacon, man. I'd be happy. I'd be like, get on that floor and do it. It's taking so long, Jim.
I'm pulling it up now.
And I know I can hula hoop better than Johnny.
Hey, you know that, Jim? Talking hula hoop.
I believe that.
Bring this up, Jim.
Yeah, here she is.
All right.
I'd like to see Jim go on the pogo stick.
She's been on that couch all day and on the floor.
I've been on that couch for 2 years. Yeah, look at this.
I may take a nap. Yeah. What are we looking?
She may be deceased.
Jim. What time is it there?
You know how you
8:17.
Yeah, you know how you could tell, Belle? The clock's in the top right corner. Asshole.
Thank you. I need your assistance sometimes.
What's
Hey,
today's
Jim, she's got that hooked up. Just kidding, PZ and Johnny. So she's got that camera hooked up to her computer, huh?
Yep. This poor girl it's just gonna come crashing down for her. I feel terrible because she told us the story today about a roommate. Did you guys hear the roommate she's gonna have?
No, what's going on with that now?
Some big fat fucking girl. The girl's like fucking 30, no kids. Both of them don't have jobs. It's gonna be a fucking.
That girl is gonna lose if it's a lease and she's not on it. That's not gonna. She better not give any kind of identifying information. It's not.
Oh, you know, Jonell. Well, these people. If she doesn't put it back, I mean, these people are going to figure out where the house is in about 3 minutes.
If she's not on the lease and you're not supposed to like let somebody move in, it's not gonna be good.
No.
She shouldn't even said nothing.
I agree.
I agree too.
How about Bob? He sounded terrible the other night.
Where was Bob tonight? I didn't even see him.
Probably sleeping on the ground. I don't know. He's not doing well.
Here, I'll try to call him real quick.
Yeah, see what's doing.
Let me plug in.
Let me see. Okay, here we go. Oh, here.
Hello? Yeah, Riz, man, I agree. The lady she's probably moving in with is Section 8. That's going to end in a disaster. Jonell will get in there, use the Wi-Fi.
Sometimes I just don't feel like talking on the phone. It's like this for my whole life, and sometimes I just.
What is that?
That was Answer Machine.
What is
You never
that? What the fuck?
He says, sometimes I don't feel like talking, so I didn't just leave a message. I talked my whole life on the phone. He's had that same voicemail for a long time. It's kind of creepy.
I've had patients with weird, creepy fucking voicemails like that. That's insane. He does sound like he's dying on that voicemail.
Hey, Jim, I'm gonna put my shirt back on. It's cold.
Yeah, go ahead, Johnny. Look at that.
He's seen enough.
What's that tattoo he has on his back? What is that?
I didn't see it.
It's a giant green tattoo.
You want to see it?
Yeah, what is it, Johnny?
666.
Oh.
Isn't that the
All
sign
right,
of the devil?
Damien.
Well, that's gonna be clipped.
With the water fountain, I'm getting the sixes covered up.
Yep, we all do.
Well,
And what's on your stomach? Dynamite? Oh no, it's a scroll.
It's a scroll.
Nothing's written on it though.
Dynamite.
Nothing's written on it, no.
Bill, you okay?
Well, it looked like
Dynamite.
What is that? A penis?
Look, it
It's
looks
gonna-
like
it's gonna say
dynamite.
What is that?
It's going to
It's
say
a
Jim
scroll.
Terry. What's that?
That was a penis head, like a flat. No, the
That
other
one?
side. No.
No, the other side.
That's
It
a
looked
scroll.
Like an uncircumcised penis. What was that?
It
No.
looked like a piece
Is
of
it-
dynamite.
No, other side.
There is no
Other belly.
No, there it is.
Yep.
It's a
It looks
scroll.
like-
It's a scroll. It's a scroll.
Oh, well, I saw
like
that, and
Well,
I
now.
commandments would be like.
looked
But
like
what
a-
are you going to get in it? Jim Terry, really?
Jim Terry TV.
Johnny, I don't want. I want to go out on a limb here. Is that shirt on backwards?
No.
What?
I don't
What's
think
on the
so.
other side?
Oh, yeah, it is.
It is. It looked like it. You're right.
You know what? I'm leaving. I'm out of here. This is getting sickening.
Listen, a lot of oxygen went to his brain. He just did 11 push-ups.
Yeah, but he had it on backwards before he did the push-ups too. I just
Oh,
noticed.
I didn't know.
Yeah, and I'm just going to go out on a limb here, Johnny. Are your shoes on the right feet?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
All right.
Yes. Did you guys hear? I put it in the OTT the other day. Legal Vices passed away. I don't know how or why.
Who's that?
Legal Vices. He used to be on. He has a big. Like, he had like 85,000 followers. and
That
stuff.
Lincoln's friend or something?
Yes.
I never seen him.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people really adored him and liked. I don't know
Wow.
the whole. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I got a message the other day that he had passed away.
What? Who died?
Legal Vices. I know you know Legal Vices.
That
I-
sounds familiar. Who is that?
It was from Lincoln. He had like 85,000, 90,000 subscribers.
What did he look like?
He was a chunky guy, but his main picture, he had like one of those page boy hats on and a pipe in his mouth with a beard.
I know who that is.
Yes.
He died. He died on air.
No. I don't think he died on air, but some crazy brat just texted me and it reminded me when we were on X and N the other day, somebody had texted me and I put it in the chat. I think Don knew who he was and he said, oh, he passed away.
You know who called me the other day and said she wanted to come on my show?
Who?
Heels in the Air.
Wait, who's that again?
He passed away on
Oh,
She was on hospice. Yeah.
Every time I hear Heels in the Air, I always ask, who is that? And then I find out, oh, she's dead. I forgot.
Yeah,
that must have been a great phone call, Jim. Get her on.
Well, she just kept saying how hot it was there.
Oh, shit.
What are you going to do? You can't help everybody.
I know. It's sad. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Have a wonderful night.
Whoa. Where are you going?
Yeah. I'm going to go.
It's beer 30.
Oh, my God.
You're such a
Bill,
dick.
where are you going?
Nowhere. It's just I'm just done, kind of. What do you want
You got
from
Miss
me?
Drexel fired up. Someone's calling in. Hold on.
All right.
Yeah, Bell's going to drink.
What do you want
I
from me?
spoke to that Legal Vices guy after we got booted for YouTube.
You did?
Yeah, Lincoln Kane put me in touch with him. I spoke to him. It was me, LC, and him on a panel, and he was telling me some different legal advice of what to do if you're having problems with YouTube. Now, none of the information he gave me did anything at that point, but he was at least pretty cordial to talk to.
Oh, good. X remembers him.
He lived in Thailand. He was kind of retired. He had a kind of a weird look.
I
He almost
do
looked like
remember this. I remember the Thailand thing. He called me a bunch when I first started.
nice enough guy, but like the advice that he gave me as far as, 'cause I was dealing with attorneys in Los Angeles, and every single one of them was like, well, we have conflict of interest if we go after Google or YouTube. And I was like, I just want the content. We're kind of in a holding pattern. And he didn't do anything that could help me, but he did speak to me, which is nice.
He seemed like a nice guy.
I knew more about intellectual property copyright than he did. Copyright laws and all that stuff than he did, frankly.
He called me. I do remember talking to him saying he was in Thailand, and I didn't believe him. I thought he was full of shit, but he really was over there.
There was another guy in Thailand, too, that was part of that group that got his weenus whacked off in some kind of accidents.
Maybe that's who I'm yeah, some guy called me and told me he didn't have a penis. And yeah, I remember that, too.
Oh, that asshole. Yeah.
Right.
I forgot his name. Traveling Fools would remember.
I
Fuck
wish
his
Trevor
name.
called me.
What was his name, Lacey? The one who got his dick chopped off.
Fuck.
I
think it was bit off because I think he was messing with some underages. That's
No, I got
my
the real
opinion.
story and I forgot what happened. But Jeff, he's such a perv. He's disgusting. He was with underage girls. He deserved his dick to be broken completely.
Wait a minute. How did his dick get bitten off?
I think
No, actually, the story was, look, you could break your dick when you're having sex. If the woman is contracting and you go in hard, you could snap it. That's why some men have crooked dicks. The what is it called? Not the tendons, they snap. So I'm remembering. Oh yeah, Jim, look it up. It's true. That's why some men have crooked dicks. So I remember Orchidelia emailed me and she knew she was still talking to him, and he milked people for money saying he got hit by a bike and everything. He was fucking some underage girl and he cracked his dick, and it wasn't the first time. And if it's cracked once, you're prone to be cracking it again. And that's the best way I could explain it.
Cracking it like when you get your neck cracked at a chiropractor?
Well, imagine a tendon, Jim. It's a tendon that snaps. It's a tendon that snaps. So when he's going in, if she's contracting, you're hitting like a wall sometimes. That dick is going. So it happened before, Orchidelia said. So that means he was prone to it. But he is a dirty, disgusting pig. He was with underage girls there. You clearly could tell how young these girls were. He deserved everything.
Yeah.
And then he told everybody got hit by a bike, and he took money from people. He was disgusting.
7 shots called when you shoot to make your cock hard in your penis.
What? A few nights before he broke his dick, I saw him in the hot tub with some young-looking girls.
Yep. Disgusting pig.
Hey Jim, do you know they got something that can make you can shoot in your penis and your dick will get hard for 8 hours?
Like a ray gun?
Well, that's dangerous for 8 hours.
Yeah, for 8 hours.
The blood flow. Yeah, it shouldn't be more than 4. Back in the day, they had, no lie. In the 90s, we had an old man come in. He probably was in his 70s, 80s. And back then, they had penile pumps. And he would pump his testicle. And that's how he'd make his dick hard. That was back then. They didn't have more technology. Now it's much different. I don't know much about it. But and he broke that a couple of times. So he came in for replacements a few times. That he was one of our buddies.
With a penis pump?
Yeah, it was a penis pump. They inserted whatever, I guess, I'm assuming some kind of tube, but the ball was in his scrotum and he was able to pump. You squeeze his scrotum and you were able to pump it and his dick would get hard. And he broke it a couple of times.
Oh my God, what?
But this was in the 90s.
Hey, Bill VPZ wants to know if you pumped it for him.
No, I did not pump his ball. No, but we had good laughs about it. He said he was still going. He needed it.
Hey, Bill,
really Viagra wasn't around.
Hey, Bill, Cat Day says I just got one.
You got one, huh? Yeah, back then Viagra wasn't a big thing, that I remember being talked about or anything like that. I think men were more embarrassed than anything. Nowadays, they'll just be like, yeah. The cardiologist, that would be the funniest shit. because they don't care. They would have heart attacks, strokes, this, that, everything else. And the doctor be like, you know what can happen? This is not safe. They're like, I don't care. I want it. If I'm going to go out, I'm going out good. So a lot of the patients, cardiology patients, were on Viagra.
How do you let the air out when you're done?
Oh God, this was like early 90s. I really don't remember. I just remember he came in 3 times because it broke.
Do you remember the cock pumps back in the day, Bill V?
Oh yeah, you put them on and you pump. It's like they have ones for the vaginas too. You put it on and it
vagina
sucks it.
pump?
Yeah,
What?
vagina pump. It engorges the clitoris and the lips of the vagina if you want. Yeah,
God,
it
why
brings the
would you
blood
want
to
that?
it.
Why would
Well, it's
you?
supposed to be more sensitive. I've never done it.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
I've used a cock pump before.
Yeah, I believe it. Gay men usually are into all those kind of stuff like that. And it swells.
Freaky people.
I'm sure a lot of straight men use cock pumps too.
Yeah,
but
Betty,
there's a lot of pussy pumps. A lot of pussy pumps.
Yeah, my grandma was cleaning out one of her rent houses one time and she found this bag. It looked nice and she opened it up. She's like, it's a fucking dick pump. And then she showed everybody. When we went visit her, she's like, look what I found. Like we all need to see it.
Oh my God, toys have changed now. God, right? They got things that go in your vagina, your ass. It's on your clitoris. It's like contraptions. Like what? There's tiny. Somebody else could control it. You know, they got the remote control. There's a bullet inside of you, like a little, whatever silver bullet thing, and the guy or girl can control it.
The panties and all that.
Yes, the panties too. Yeah, a whole bunch of that shit.
Crazy Brat wrote, Jim loves big lips.
Oh my God.
Big lips.
He likes money.
Jim's quiet. Yeah, money.
What's that?
Jim's
You
sexuality
forgot
is
the pussy
money.
pump. You missed the pussy pump.
If
and the cock
you were
pump.
listening to these ladies
Yeah,
and
I'm
the
on
info
show
they
now.
were giving
Oh,
out.
Cece, go ahead. You're on live. What's going on?
Yeah, I called to ask Jim if he was listening to you ladies discuss things.
No, I heard something about somebody snapped a dick in Johnny's ass and then had to go take a piss.
He missed all the pussy pump and the
Oh
dick pump. He missed
Yeah, I
all that,
know.
Cece.
You guys are filthy. You guys are a bunch of now, Belle. What's
Animals.
going on? What are you drinking tonight?
Who are you talking to?
Belle, what are you gonna drink tonight?
I ain't drinking nothing. I'm right here.
Belle.
Jim.
Drinking grape juice.
You know who's disappeared ever since she's been bad is Marzi.
Yeah,
Poor
where is
Marzi.
Marzi? Well, you've been
Marzi's-
hard on her.
Yeah.
No, she was stealing money and not stealing money, but just the whole money thing's getting fucking annoying.
Well, didn't a lot of people ask for money? It just wasn't Marzi.
Yeah.
Hey,
and
Nels.
then-
How you doing, Nels? Hey,
Hey,
Bill
Nels.
Nels is here.
Hey, Nels.
And then you said, Jim, Lacey told me, but she didn't tell me right away. That's where she fucked up. I told you an hour later. What do you
I
want me to
needed
call
to hear
you
within
right
minutes.
away?
I
Oh
have
my
to hear it right
God, Jim.
Lacey, I need to be checking in with him every night between 7 and 8 to make sure I'm not drinking.
Yeah, you gotta, yeah. Telehealth with him. Telehealth.
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 Shit, that would be funny shit, Jim. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's.
Why'd you hang up on Cece?
She I don't know. She annoys me.
I like
Everything annoys you, irritates you, annoys you. You get irritated.
No, I'm kidding. She didn't want to be on to begin with. She hung up.
Okay.
No, she's a real nice lady. What's that?
When she calls in, sometimes I don't know if it's Leanne talking or her until like they talk more.
That's because
they
they're they're only like 100 miles away from each other. She's in Indiana, and what's her face in Cincinnati. So
yeah, they still
they're
have the
pretty close.
same like voice, tone. I don't know, voice. I don't know.
You know what's weird is she flies all the way down to Florida. Then her husband drives all the way down to pick her up to drive her back. That whole thing is fucking odd.
Maybe that's just their living arrangements. A lot of
Yeah, but
people live separate. A lot of people live in separate
yeah,
rooms. They sleep
but
in
it's
separate
not
beds.
normal.
Well, what's normal, really? If that's works for their relationship, right? I wouldn't want that, but if that's what works for them, that's what
She
works
may
for them.
be a beard. She may be a beard for that guy too. You know what I mean?
I don't know. He walked into that door like a straight man.
Yeah, he looks like one of those angry gay dudes. Like he's the kind of guy that would meet up with a dude and he would get drunk at a bar and go home with a dude, and they'd start like getting into it, and then he would act like when it was over, he was all pissed off like he didn't know what he was doing. You know what I mean? He's one of those.
Usually, if you're a beard, the men are usually the gay, and they're in the closet. They're usually just mean to the women.
Yeah, and that's him. Not letting her go to the gas station when she has got to go pee and stuff. Yeah, that's him. That's
Oh,
him.
I don't know about any of that, but
Or show her friend's feet.
Good to see you too, Iron Wolf. How you doing? Belvie,
Hi,
Nels is
Iron
here.
Wolf. Hey, Nils.
Hey,
Nils.
Nels, if you want to come up, go ahead and come on up, Nels.
Nils pops up once every like 6 months.
Why
Tread
do I know
lightly.
that name, Nils? Why do I know
You
that
know
name?
Nils. He's like the Viking guy.
Yeah, invite him up here, Belle. It's gonna be
He
a great
builds
time.
everything. He has a beard. He's a big guy. He works.
Is he
in
the guy that
medical
lives in a camper at like he has a big camper and he's always cooking steaks?
No, he looks like a Viking.
He has his own home. He lives like in this peaceful place. He always has vodka, a shot of vodka when he comes home with his wife. He has a beautiful wife. It's like a wooden home. He built
You
his
mean
own.
you mean we call them cabins?
He has like scones on the wall and shit. He wears furs.
Yeah, I guess a cabin. Cabins are beautiful, man. If I got to choose a place to live, I'd love just a whole wooden fucking cabin, Bill. I think it's gorgeous, and I think he lives like in like just rural, like trees and nature. He built a whole fucking moat. Hey, there's Nils. Nils, show
What's
yourself.
up? Yeah.
How are you? Miss you.
I want to see his cabin. You live in a log cabin, Nils?
No, I don't live in a log cabin. I live in a 3,600 square foot house in the middle of the forest.
What the fuck are you talking about,
But
Bill?
it's
You say
all
you live in
wood.
a wooden home. What are you
But
talking about?
It's all wood. There's wood, right, Nils? Your whole house is like wood. It's like country.
Yeah. Tongue
Yeah,
grew,
But it's
shilling,
not a
whole nine yards.
cabin? What is it? Is it a ranch?
No, yeah, it's a huge farm.
Where do you live? Kentucky?
West Virginia.
What part?
In the west.
Okay, but so Western, like you live near the Mothman?
Yes, Mothmanville.
Are you serious?
Yeah, serious. Yeah, I'm a
Is
son
it-
of Marshall.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
class of '99, same as Pennington and Chapman, Doug Chapman.
Okay, well, wait a second. So you live near Huntington.
Correct.
Okay. Do you remember a team called the Locomotives?
Yeah.
I played for them.
No shit.
I played for the Huntington Locos. Melvin Cunningham was our head coach. It was the inaugural season. In fact, I got my jersey and my helmet right here for the Locos. I'm trying to when we played there. So the guys, the Locos was an arena football team. Weren't very good, but it was the first year. But there was two buildings downtown. What were the two arenas downtown? There was, and this goes back to like 2002. There was a new one they just built, and then the old one.
The new one was the one where they had the hockey team. I can't. It was the Big Sandy Superstore or Big Sandy Arena or some shit like that. They renamed this like 5 times. And then the other one was the Veterans Courthouse or some field house, Veterans Field
Yeah,
House.
we played at the Sandy, and I played for the Huntington Locomotives. They put me up in a place. I was the only player that had housing because most of the guys played at Marshall, but they put me up in a place. It was gorgeous. It was like, it was some sort of, they almost looked like beach houses, but they weren't beach houses. It was a real nice area, almost like on a golf. I cannot for the life of me remember the name. Here's I owned for them for a short time. The one got injured and they signed me. I came in, and the weird part is I remember my jersey. I remember playing. We went up and played in Pennsylvania and came back. And about a month and a half ago, no, not a month, about 6 months ago, I was on eBay. Listen to this. And somebody was selling my game jersey and my helmet.
What?
Yes. 23 years fucking later. But what was interesting is my jersey did not have my name on the nameplate on the back. They had taken it off because somebody else had worn it after me. A kicker that went to Marshall, I'm trying to think of his name, Worley. Tim Worley was his name. He replaced me. But since my name was taken off, nobody would have known that was my jersey. So the reason I say that is there's a lot of haters here that would have bought it just to burn it. So I didn't want the guy that was selling it or girl that was selling it in West Virginia to know about it. You know, hey, that's my jersey. Then they'll try to charge me like $500. So I bid on it. I got it for about $160. It was my helmet and my jersey, and I've got it here. I hadn't seen it for 23 fucking years.
Wow.
Somebody in a closet somewhere.
That's incredible. That's an incredible story. Yeah.
That's wild, man. I probably saw you play then.
Yeah, I was with the Huntington Locomotives, but they didn't call them the Huntington. We were called I think River City Locos.
River City Locos. Yep.
Yeah. And then the team came back years later, and they were called the Hammer, the Huntington Hammer. They were terrible though.
Oh yeah.
So you're from Huntington.
Damn, that was a long time ago.
Pleasant? You're from Point Pleasant, or you're from Huntington?
No, I'm not from Point Pleasant. I live between Point Pleasant and Huntington.
Okay. Does everybody on the panel even know what the fuck the Mothman is? You know what we're talking about or no?
No.
Tell them what the Mothman is. It's terrifying. It's a true story.
The Mothman is a local cryptid that was spotted in the 60s by a bunch of teenagers up near a power plant in Point Pleasant, just outside of Point Pleasant. It was like the local makeout spot in that area. And the area used to be what we call TNT up here. And it was basically they produced ammo and nitro and stuff during World War II and the Korean War until that facility was shut down by the Army munitions. It was an Army munitions depot, but it was shut down by the Army. So that cryptid was spotted up there. And then a few years later, the worst bridge disaster in America occurred when the Silver Bridge collapsed. And many said that they saw the Mothman on top of that bridge before it happened. So he's like a harbinger of death, basically.
Whoa.
Like the Grim Reaper. So there's a movie based on a book. So it's kind of like a Bigfoot thing, but they've seen it all over the world. So basically what the Mothman is like a giant winged creature that some people believe it's a good thing, and it's trying to warn people about natural disasters. So there was a movie that came out, and it is terrifying. And it's based on a media guy that wrote books about it and investigated it after his wife died. Richard Gere plays the guy in the movie, and it's called The Mothman Prophecies. Have you seen that, not Nils?
Yeah, they filmed it here.
Okay. It's terrifying. It's not a slasher movie, but because there's parts of it that are, it's a very bizarre movie. And now every year they do a Mothman festival, don't they? Hasn't that gotten pretty big?
Yeah, every September they have a huge Mothman festival. Actually, one of my sons, one of his teachers, is the one that owns the museum downtown Point Pleasant.
Oh, that guy's a school. I've seen the documentary on that guy. Yeah, he owns the thing downtown in like a plaza or something.
Yeah, Walmsley. Yep.
So what happened, Bell, was it Christmas Eve this happened, or was that bullshit for the movie?
It was in December before Christmas when the bridge fell.
So Point Pleasant, Bell, is right across. Is it the Ohio River?
Yeah.
It's across the Ohio River. So West Virginia and Ohio butt up to each other. They border. And there's a giant bridge. What was it called, the bridge?
The Silver Bridge.
The Silver Bridge. And a lot of people during rush hour, it's the only way to get from Ohio to West Virginia to Ohio. It was during rush hour, which there's no rush hour, but there was a lot of cars on that bridge, and it collapsed.
Oh, shit.
Yep, 42 people instantly went into the river.
And how many died?
Oh, God.
I can't remember the exact count, but there was a lot. There was
And
six
the
of them.
Mothman was there?
Yeah, there was locals that said that they saw him on top of the bridge. It was a suspension span joint that had failed. It was a kind of like a giant steel O-ring, or not O-ring. Shit. Anyhow, so yeah, giant steel ring had failed, and all of those people died. So basically, in America, that's what started the national bridge inspections, was because of that.
Wow.
Bill, you go down there, and I've been through that area. and they still talk about it like it was 2 months ago. Like the town never got over it.
That is something. That's something, right? Like forever. Like it would be like a history books or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of history
humongous.
and tragedy associated in this area too, between the Marshall football team and 69 or 70.
Yeah, they're not going to tell them about the Marshall football team. They probably don't know about this either.
Yeah, so they got done with East Carolina game and they were headed back to Huntington.
College
and,
football.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the worst college or collegiate football disaster in history. And they were flying back, and the pilots didn't adjust the altimeters, and they basically hit one mountain, skipped off of it, and hit another one. They killed the entire athletic department, the coaches, 5 guests, pretty much just destroyed the whole program. And they made a movie about that too, called "We Are Marshall."
Holy shit!
Yeah,
That is so tragic.
yeah.
Imagine
Which,
that. And then there was 2 or 3 people. There was one coach at the last minute. They told him to go do some recruiting, so he didn't get on the flight. There was three total
he
people
gave up.
who survived.
He gave up his seat to one of the other guests from Huntington so he can go see his daughter's dance, like Coach Red Fox. I don't even know if Red's still alive, but yeah. So he said, "I'll drive back. I got to go meet these 2 kids." And he was one of the recruiters too, and I think he was a wide receiver coach as well. And so Red was the only one that survived of the original team.
Wasn't there 2 players that didn't get on the plane because of injuries?
Yeah. Yep. Actually, the captain of the team.
Holy shit. Survivor's guilt right there.
Yep. Yeah, it was bad. It was really, it affected the town. The NCAA said they weren't going to renew the program. Well, Marshall said they weren't going to renew the program, and NCAA said you can't play if you don't have any seniors. And of course, the entire, team was killed in that plane crash in 70 and November 1970, November 14th, as a matter of fact, of 1970. So there is a memorial behind, and I went to Marshall. Angie and I both went to Marshall at the same time.
What year did you graduate?
99.
Okay.
Yep, 99. Angie graduated a few years after me, because I went twice actually to Marshall. So the first time was 99.
Were you there when Randy
graduated
Moss?
99.
Were you there when Randy Moss was there?
No, that was before me. I was there when Chad was there. Doug Chapman was there. Jimmy
Chad
Cabela.
Pennington with the ears, the big ears.
Yep.
How about Leftwich?
Leftwich was after me. He was a sophomore when I was a senior.
Okay.
Byron was, yeah. And Jimmy Cabellis, he went back home to Alexandria, Virginia. He played for the Redskins for a while. Now he owns a security agency outside of D.C.
See, Bill, and I'm kind of connected to that town that he's talking about, sort of, in a different way, other than having played for the Locomotives, which is the pro team that was in that town, so it's a college team. And then, but I'm originally from Youngstown, Ohio, and Youngstown State, where my parents went to school, and why that's one of the reasons I went back to high school up in Youngstown, is I wanted to go to Youngstown State. Youngstown State ended up playing Marshall for the national title several times. So Youngstown State and Marshall are connected in history. So that's how I know what Huntington was. But yeah, We Are Marshall the movie's just devastating, but the Mothman prophecies is terrifying. And it's not terrifying in a slasher way. It's terrifying in almost like a spirit box, after death type thing, because who's in the movie and she's real young in it is the red-haired chick from Will and Grace.
Deborah Messinger.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Okay.
real young in the movie. It was before Will and Grace.
Yep.
Isn't it amazing, the connections? I love you, Nels. I miss you so much. Haven't seen you in so long.
I have been, this is crazy, since October 6th on my days off from work up here. I have been in Western North Carolina on disaster operations.
I remember you saying that last time.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
they had a big Christmas thing. Jim, you might like this. The UNC Asheville basketball team, baseball team, softball team and stuff came up to help wrap presents for the kids.
Oh wow! I've been on that campus, University of North Carolina at Asheville. It's in Western North Carolina. What's the big house that's in Asheville? There's like a house you could tour.
I know there's the Biltmore
That's
estate there.
Biltmore.
Yeah.
I played arena football for the team in Asheville, North Carolina, too. That was like they called it Little Sam. What the fuck happened? Did a hurricane affect North Carolina? I don't understand.
So basically, what happened is when that storm hit on September 27th, and this is what's really strange is most of the time, the Blue Ridge or the Appalachian Mountains will break up hurricanes like that.
Yep.
It'll just bust storms up really bad. This storm had stalled over Mount Mitchell, and dumped 15 to 31 inches of rain in 3 to 5 hours. And the locals described it as the hurricane sitting on top of, or King Kong sitting on top of Mount Mitchell and beating down tornadoes. So it affected 15 counties in western North Carolina and, of course, East Tennessee, part of South Carolina, northwestern South Carolina. But they didn't get the brunt of it. North Carolina got the brunt of it because it stalled on one side of the Blue Ridge that separates Tennessee and North Carolina. But Tennessee did get hit hard too. And a lot of people at the beginning were like, well, why didn't they evacuate? And there was a storm system that had moved across the Appalachian Mountains from northeastern Georgia all the way to southern Maryland or western Maryland, sorry. So it started to flood before the hurricane hit. And then when the hurricane moved up through Florida and Georgia and it stalled and dumped all that rain, they were looking at like 45 plus inches of rain. And to give you an idea, the rivers were up, but they had not breached the banks. So when the hurricane dumped all that rain, the water, the river levels rose from the base 45 to 60 feet in less than 20 minutes.
60 feet. And you know what's great? Yeah. And Biden and Harris didn't do anything, did they? They left it high and dry.
Not a fucking thing. Well, Governor Cooper of North Carolina waited 5 days before he sent in a disaster request.
Why?
No one knows.
Because they're not rednecks, because they're hill people, because they're in the mountains.
Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of speculation, but so from September 20th or 27th, when it hit, to October 3rd, after the day that the disaster declaration was approved, not the emergency declaration, but the disaster declaration, and we were there on the ground on the 6th, in Mitchell and Yancey counties, Unicoi, Tennessee, Irwin, Tennessee, Carter, Tennessee, Trade, Tennessee, doing search and recovery operations and logistics.
They found a dog. I saw a story where they found a dog in a tree.
Yeah, we found 5 bodies the first 4 days. We found 100 bodies in 6 miles along the North Toe River in Yancey County.
Wow.
But
That's
yet they only, and at the beginning you said there was only 97. There's over 5,700 missing people. The death count is wrong.
Whoa. 5,700? Almost 6,000 people are missing?
Yes. And
shit.
And that's
6,000?
Yeah, that's just in 7 counties.
Wow.
That's a shitload of fucking people, man.
They pulled 2,100 bodies out of the local rivers in less than 3 weeks.
And you know what? Our fucking government did nothing about it because it wasn't New York or Portland or Chicago.
So sad.
They didn't want the actual numbers released because they said it would influence the outcome of the election.
Disgusting.
Yep.
And how you two connect, I love it.
And when you think about it, you know what I mean? What we did for Puerto Rico, I mean, I know it's a U.S. territory. I mean, we're giving fucking gift cards and shit to fucking people coming in illegally, and we can't help the people. And you know what? Most people don't even know where Asheville, North Carolina was. It had, you know what was weird is when I was there, and I got signed to the team mid-season. It was called the Asheville Ghost Riders. We played in the Asheville Civic Center. It was the first time I'd ever heard of Mellow Mushroom Pizza, and we were. Do you know that place, Nils? You ever heard of it?
Yep, they're open right now, actually.
I was like, what? So they gave the team free vouchers to eat there. I mean, you could only eat pizza so much. It was really good. But it was like a pothead 60s psychedelic Pizza Hut. and it was real popular up there. And the only black guys that were in that town were on the football team but it's a giant gay fucking community. They called it Little San Francisco.
Yep. There's it's a big hippie town. They call it Hashville.
Hey, now they're saying up on the news, all kinds of diseases are showing up in North Carolina and where the hurricane hit.
Diseases.
Probably from what? The dead body. I mean, if you're telling me there's 6,000 people scattered throughout a river, I mean, that has gotta, remember that girl they found in the water tank that was dead in California in that hotel?
Cecil
that
Hotel.
Chinese.
Yeah. Yes.
I had a buddy that stayed there, and he said that when he turned on he was there when she was dead. She was up there for what, a week?
And
he said he was drinking the water.
Oh,
didn't people get sick, Jim? I think people got
God.
sick, right?
December 2nd. December
said
2nd, outside of Newland, North Carolina, we had a family of 4 that froze to death that were in a tent with no heat. A week and a half before that, we had an 18-month-old that suffered due to cold, that died due to cold conditions. Yeah, it's bad. There's 570,000 displaced people in just Western North Carolina. Over 153,000 homes damaged.
Nils, you're throwing out you're telling me there's 500,000 people?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this is why we're still talking about it. We're still posting videos, and we're still.
And you know what, guys? It gets no press. It gets no fucking press. I had no idea.
Yeah.
How do you deal with? Seeing babies. Oh my God.
If you quit talking about it, people forget. Look at Hawaii.
Oh yeah, they don't even talk about that bullshit anymore. That's like it never. That was 8 days of a news cycle. People probably don't even know what we're talking about. Those were the fires that were there, right?
Yep.
500,000 people. Well, my buddy that was in that hotel. What was that hotel called where the Chinese girl was in the water tank dead?
Cecil Hotel.
Yeah. He said that when he would take a shower and when he would drink the water, he said it tastes just like Chinese tea.
Oh my God, Jim. I don't know.
I
don't know
thought
how I
people
would
got
deal.
sick there. There was one of these TikTokers who lived across the street from the Cecil Hotel, and he was always streaming all this stuff going on. And there was a stream where they found. That's why. I thought I heard that people were getting very ill, and they found the dead body in the water tank.
Oh no, he said he put a little. No, he said it was like. It tastes a lot like Crystal Light. No, he said he liked it.
Hey, you know what? I don't understand. Like Idaho Farmer says, meanwhile, Ukraine is grabbing our money and the Pentagon falls as an audit, and American citizens are suffering. It's so sad. In my belief that what we should do, this is what me and PZ kept on talking about, people of the United States should go to the White House and try to take over the White House.
Oh, no.
Not another insurrection.
Yeah, no.
People got killed.
They killed State Bill 2 down there, which was it was a shit bill. But the Ohio, now the biggest issue we had was getting people into these tiny homes that are being built by different communities for their area. And Mitchell and Buncombe County, which Buncombe, is the county Asheville's in, all of a sudden they want to follow building codes while people are freezing to death. And campers are only a temporary solution to a long-term problem. So the Ohio Fire Marshal suspended the building code regulations, for these tiny homes so they can get people through the winter, which was a huge plus. He released that on the 11th. The North Carolina Fire Marshal, sorry. So, yeah, that was a huge win for everyone down there.
What are you doing down there? Are you first responder or something? What the hell are you going to? Are you part of the Peace Corps?
We went to a multifaceted role. So when we crossed Iron Mountain into Beuladine,
who's we?
In Mitchell County, me and some other guys on our team on a 501(c) nonprofit, and we started on logistics. The first things that's very important is access and communication to be able to get supplies to these people and start networking. So we locked down and established supply points in less than 30 hours in Mitchell and Yancey counties, because everybody went to Asheville south and up towards Boone and Trade to the north, and nobody was in the middle. because of social media and media. That's where people focused on Swannanoa, Asheville, Black Mountain, Old Fort, and up into the north. So we went into the middle where nobody was and locked down supply points in less than 30 hours. That was the first 2 days there. Then we started on search and recovery operations along the North Toe River, about 10 miles, because they had 200 plus people missing.
Damn.
You found bodies?
Yeah. Body
Parts.
What happened?
Body parts, bodies,
So
body
what do you
parts.
do when you find a body that's been in the woods for a couple of months? I mean, what do? You call somebody?
Probably have to identify them and then contact family.
Hold on, we got somebody calling in. Yeah, who's this?
Hey, it's just wanted to join in on the conversation. I'm actually here in East Tennessee, and I've been part of discovery. The story he was telling about the 18-month-old baby that had died because of being out in the cold. If that's the same child, I remember somebody had donated a camper to this family, and about a week later, that camper ended up getting repoed.
That's true.
They were in a tent to begin with, and then the camper came and got repoed, and the family ended up back in a tent. And then
They said they were going to put him in the tent for one night. We had placement for him the next day.
You know what? If my family was in a camper and they tried to repo it in the middle of fucking Appalachia, in a disaster zone, they'd get their fucking heads blown off. You'd find a couple of repo guys like that guy that used to in Kentucky. You'd find him somewhere in the woods. Not only that, but if I found Lacey dead in the woods, I'd probably keep the body for a few days just so you put it in the sun.
Oh, shit.
Well, not only that,
he would stop you.
This was actually coming in and taking kids away from their parents because they were homeless.
That was an isolated incident. They're not doing.
In North Carolina, taking their kids. And,
the CPS cases. That was an isolated incident.
Now, are these like people that were living like kind of? Because when you think of Western North Carolina, I mean, yeah, Asheville's got some beautiful. What's that noise, ma'am? What's going on in the background there?
My cat just jumped on the bed.
All right.
She's crazy.
Are these hillbillies, like people that didn't have much to begin with, or
No, not really.
No, okay.
No, like where we're at in Hot Springs.
These are people that had good lives, had nice homes, good jobs, that worked hard for everything they had.
They're not. They weren't living in shacks and stuff.
So fast.
No outhouses, no shacks.
You have a bunch of that, but no, there's a lot of nice homes just got completely washed away.
500,000 fucking people. I didn't realize it was that big.
So right now our team is in Hot Springs. We have 2 camps set up, one in Green Mountain, one in Hot Springs, and we are physically rebuilding the town of Hot Springs. They weren't impacted as hard as the other communities. There's more resources coming into those areas. But right now, 40% of the town is unemployed. Of the adults in town are unemployed. So we're trying to fast track those businesses. We'll have 6 businesses up and running by mid-January, ready to go, because where Interstate 40 was damaged, destroyed actually, absolutely destroyed. All of their traffic is being rerouted down Route 25 all the way to Asheville. So all of these. The traffic is quadrupled through town, and they're basically hemorrhaging economically because all of the businesses were destroyed. So we're working on that in Hot Springs Resort and Spa. We're trying to get them open by the end of January, middle to end of January. The first guest will be there on Valentine's Day. Actually, they booked. So
can I say something real quick? I don't believe Hurricane Milton. I don't believe Hurricane Milton was Mother Nature. I believe it was man-made.
Okay.
Regardless.
Love you, Johnny.
Theories, like the drama and stuff that's going on down there. We're not focusing on that. That's just a distraction.
Yeah. So what he's talking about for people that don't understand is, because there is some truth to this. There is a giant weather station. Is it called HARP?
There's actually 316 around the world. There's one
Okay.
that's out, there's one outside of Perth, Australia as well. Same thing.
they can create hurricanes. There's no doubt about it. And it's not there was a governor named Jesse Ventura who had a show called Conspiracy Theory, and he actually went to the weather station in Alaska, and they actually show, you're like, well, I mean, they can't control it. Hold on, we got somebody else calling in here.
I thought it was a conspiracy theory.
Well, no, the weather station actually exists now. They say it's, whether or not they're actually doing this is another. That's the
right.
Conspiracy theory. Mr. X, you there?
Yeah, between
What's up, X?
Kings. Johnny's looking to get into the Gina from Minnesota shadow ban territory.
Yeah, Johnny, you're talking about taking over the White House. People are going to ban you real quick. Mr. X,
I can tell Mills went to college. He's well spoken. See, if you listen to Fumble Nuts, it's like, John, maybe my mom went to. Here, let me have this AI edit this for me.
Hey, so when you find, I knew a girl and her dad was a police officer outside of Pittsburgh in the mid '90s, and there was an airplane crash there. It killed like 300 fucking people. And it had gone over the top of the trees, so it didn't just go right into the ground. It like broke apart as it was going to the runway. I forget the flight 90 something or whatever the fuck. And he was part of the original crew that went in there to get the bodies, and they were finding babies in trees and shit. And you were only allowed to search for bodies and luggage for 30 minutes at a time, and then you had a 2-day break because it was so fucking brutal. That's 300 people. I couldn't imagine, 6,000 or what, and those are the ones that are missing. So when you're just walking around the woods looking for bodies and you're finding them like Easter eggs.
Well, no, it's not. It's not. It's along the river. It's not in the forest. But there's so much debris. There's so much like abatis, tree debris. Like literally, you have root balls, trees with the root balls. And it turns into a meat grinder when it goes down these rivers. The debris flow does. We found an older couple that was compressed between two debris piles. Children. There's still people missing. We can't find.
They're in the river amongst the logs.
Yes.
And the water's cold, so it's preserving them.
Well, now it's cold, but yeah. Well, to an extent, because when the body
wasn't. The smell was really bad for a long time.
The smell, ma'am, was bad.
Yeah, it's basically
it was
like
really bad.
a very bad sulfur
part
smell.
of the crew that got to go on the Blackhawks that were here for a while, and we were finding them with infrared, and they were in not necessarily near the river. That's not where I was. They were in the mud, and it was brutal. It was awful.
I'm sorry. What did you call the people in the what?
They were in low-lying valleys.
What rigor? What'd you call
it? Not necessarily in the valleys.
Oh.
Low-lying valleys, not necessarily in the river or near the river. It's just where the mud came rushing off the hill. It would take a bunch of trees out and take the mud with them. It would wash their house out and completely bury them.
Yeah, we ran drones with LiDAR, helicopters for aerial reconnaissance. There were some areas that, of course, you can run the drones and the LiDAR through there. And, be like, hey, here's a body and then a dead goat next to it.
A dead goat? Was it Kenny Hines?
But the problem is they couldn't search those debris piles, so that's where we had to hike in and bring the cadaver dogs into.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh, there's Turpy.
Oh God!
Where?
He's in a chat. This is insane. I had no, and I kind of follow stuff like that. I had no idea. Did anybody here realize it was that bad?
No. No clue.
No idea. Don't hear about
it. And it's still going on. To this day, it's still going on. It is.
So
it's just as bad as
for
it was
documentation reasons, yeah, it's still ongoing.
These house built back together, but it's not with any help from the government at all.
Yeah. I mean, it was 3 weeks before we even saw Red Cross, and they pretty much got run out when they came in. And one old lady was like, "Oh yeah, we were here."
Yeah, they did get ran out of here too.
We were like,
Why
"No, you
would
weren't."
you run them out
National
now?
Guard. The National Guard pulled out after 5 days.
Well,
They
because
were only deployed for 5 days. That was it.
yeah, yep, that's exactly how it was in my area too. The Red Cross got ran out of my area because people that were setting up like stations, like the fire department or these churches, they would set up like a supply drop-off location, and the Red Cross would come in and say, "No, you can't have that here," and they would actually take every supply that was donated away from them.
Yep.
And then they would set up right across from them, and they would not take any supplies whatsoever. They only wanted donations if it was cash. You couldn't drop off shovels. You couldn't drop off buckets, gloves, anything to help people.
Water, dog food, diapers, yeah.
And it had to be cash.
Let me ask you this: is this the area where people were threatening to kill the? There was some instances in Western North Carolina where
that was farther north, Jim.
I'm sorry.
That was farther north. That incident happened farther north.
What they were doing is they were sending these crews to reconnect the power lines. The power companies were coming down there as far away as Canada and Alabama and Kansas, and these giant crews were coming down there and to re-establish the power and the electricity lines. And they said them hillbillies down there were trying to kill them and shit. What the fuck was that?
No. There was no.
I didn't have any of that issues here that I heard of any.
What am I talking about, Nils? That I saw.
There was a local self-proclaimed militia group that had threatened federal employees in certain areas that they were trying to provide aid, or at least they said they were, because we never saw them. I did not see one single female employee until last Friday.
So there was a militia group there that was kind of took over, and they were threatening to kill the government employees that were.
Correct.
Is that okay? Yeah,
that guy got arrested, and that was it.
Oh boy, this is so crazy. Bell decided to go start drinking.
Now, Brian, that isn't completely true as far as they wouldn't let the private helicopters help. That was one guy in one county with that one town of the fire chief, because Flight for Life was there. And for those that don't know, most of those guys are active or former military pilots, not just civilian pilots. And they were there. Hell, they landed in the middle of the road at Green Mountain, freaked the sheriff out. He come around the corner and said, "Oh, damn, there's a helicopter in the middle of the road." We're like, "Yeah, under a tree canopy." They would go lateral with the road, and he would set it down. He was dropping off Starlinks and solar panels. The pilot's name was Zach. Great guy. Absolutely great guy. They were running in supplies to areas that we couldn't access, or we'd hop on the helicopter. They would drop us off, and then we would access it with food and water, and anything else that those folks needed.
Insane.
Yeah, it was crazy. The first 3 weeks was crazy.
We did have a lot of help from the Black Hawk helicopters from the National Guard.
Yep.
We had those for about 3 weeks.
And the Chinooks, because they were flying constantly.
Yep.
Oh, that's the most depressing. I mean, there's a lot of depressing parts, but one is that how little press that's getting even now. You know,
yep, we forgot all about it. Yep.
I posted a few. Jim, I posted a few videos on YouTube.
Yep.
The rest we had on TikTok, because TikTok was one of the very few platforms that wasn't being shadow banned from the beginning. And we date stamped everything that we did. What broke me was there was a bridge less than 8 years old on Green Mountain that spanned.
Nils, we lost you. Nils got taken away.
What was he saying about the bridge that collapsed on Green Mountain? Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, he disappeared though. He's gone. Go ahead.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
okay.
Sorry about that.
Go ahead, Nils.
What broke me on this disaster was we saw 4 spans of a bridge that were broken on a bridge that's less than 8 years old, and 2 of those spans of the bridge were flipped upside down and moved 100 yards.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
That's a lot of force of water. And so when that debris flow came down the North Toe River, the same as it did in Swannanoa and many of the other areas, the water was moving 70 to 130 miles an hour. One of the locals described it in Green Mountain. The entire mountain shook.
Oh my God.
It was shaking when it came through. Yeah. And all of this occurred in less than 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
So by the
terrifying.
time the Storm Prediction Center in Oklahoma realized what was going on, they had 7 minutes to warn people. So at the beginning, people said, well, they knew this was a hurricane was coming. Why didn't they evacuate? There was no warning. There was no time to get people out of there.
It happened so fast. I'm
Yeah.
right here local, and I'm telling you, it happened so fast. Nobody saw it coming.
Damn.
I met two old ladies that survived on a log.
I can text you some pictures, Jim, if you want to share them. You're more than welcome to. I can text you some pictures.
We're on Johnny's show. Can you send him to Johnny? And his number's on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send them to you. That way he can put them up. I'll jump off here. That way I can finish listening to the show. I just wanted to join in and tell everybody that, you know, it's still devastating for several people. I mean, I was fortunate right here at my house. I had a barn come completely to the ground, but that was it. Like, my house didn't flood. I didn't get washed out, none of that. But the wind is what hit me. But everybody around me got washed out. We have a bridge in my town that's completely gone. Families all around me are just devastated.
Yeah.
It's
Relief.
bad.
Yeah.
Bailey, Bakersville, Spruce Pine.
And if this would have happened on South Beach or Jacksonville, you'd have NFL teams raising money. You'd have fucking celebrities. But Western North Carolina, Eastern Tennessee, there ain't nothing there.
Yeah, I mean, Channing Tatum, he came down the first week after the disaster. Actually, it was around the 5th.
He's from, Channing Tatum. That's interesting you say that. I have buddies that played college football with him at Glenville State. He's from
no shit.
Yeah, he went to Glenville State. I had a buddy that played arena.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know he went to Glenville State.
He went to Glenville State, and he was a safety, and he wrestled at Tampa Catholic. I think he went to high school at Tampa Catholic. I think it was Tampa Catholic, not Jesuit. So he's from my area. He was a stripper for a while when he was real young. That's where the Magic Mike thing came. You know what I mean? He actually literally was a stripper. But yeah, so what was he fucking doing there?
He brought a semi truck in and loaded some supplies and then split. There was a few. Greg Biffle, we were at Buladine. We were at the community center in Buladine, up 226, and which is near the Tennessee-North Carolina border on 226. Greg Biffle flew in his personal helicopter.
Who's Greg Biffle?
He's a NASCAR driver.
Okay, I know the name then. Okay.
He sent 2,500
Were you
gas.
there the day he flew in there?
Yeah, he flew in his private helicopter, landed, saw what was going on.
Yes, I was there too. That's awesome.
Yep, we were there when he flew in. Got two 2,500-gallon gas trucks bought a bunch of generators, all from BCI, out of pocket from BCI. He bought it and brought it in there.
Yeah, we had Daniel Kilgore. He used to play for the Kansas City Chiefs years ago, I guess. I didn't know who he was, but he came and he did a lot for our town. And that was out of his pocket. He's retired now. He has a family.
I don't know if anybody remembers on our show.
Morgan Wallen was there.
A few months ago, I was talking to Big Ups about buying the generator. That big generator he has. He goes, fuck that. I'll just drive down to Western North Carolina and sell it for $5,000. He goes, remember he was talking.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
He was talking about going down there and selling like rakes and chainsaws for like 10 times the price in his truck. I don't know if anybody remembers that. And I was like, I didn't understand that. I'm like, nobody's going to buy a generator off you for $5,000 that's worth $800.
No.
I'll
tell you what, they'll beat the shit out of him with his own rakes if he tries to do something like that. We have people that are donating campers right now, and people are turning around and trying to sell them.
Yeah, I got a contact from Building right now that
with their children.
Yeah, we placed a family of 6. We just placed a family of 6 in trade, in a camper.
Yeah,
they had nothing. Now they have clothes, food, Christmas gifts, everything.
Wait, what did you said you traded something for a camper? Say that again, Nils. I didn't understand that.
No, we placed a family of 6 in Trade, Tennessee. Yeah. They lost
Where are
everything.
they getting these campers from?
They're
They're being
donated.
yeah, they're being donated.
I didn't want to say anything, guys.
We've been working with Crowder RV. We've already got 42. I think yesterday made 42 campers that we've given away to families.
I didn't want to say anything, guys, but I was actually outside of Asheville when that happened, and I've been trying to get a camper for, I don't know, several months now. Something 24-foot with solar panels. Is there any chance I can get my name in the hat? What? I mean, I don't want you guys being greedy, but I mean, I got mouths to feed.
Lord.
I have an 18-month-old baby here that hasn't eaten in 3 weeks. I'm feeding the kid grass and bologna.
It was funny, Jim, because people were donating, especially the second weekend. People were bringing in so many supplies, and they were like, "Oh, I'm going to bring down diapers for these kids in some of these communities where it was just an older population." And we told them no, and they got mad. And I said, "Listen, we have more babies than we have more diapers than we do babies in North Carolina right now. We don't need diapers or formula or wipes and stuff like that. But in a month they might need it. But right now we're good."
Wow. Yeah. Well, so what do people need? I would think like those little wood stoves and stuff would, that kind of stuff would.
We've handed out tons of buddy heaters and tons of the little small
but
things of propane.
here's the problem.
But the propane goes so fast.
Yeah, here's the problem with the buddy heater. Those propane things will do about 400 to 600 square foot room, and you're looking at 4 hours. You'd be better off with what are called those little camping wood stoves, because I guarantee
we have
there's
the
a lot
wood
of alarms
stoves.
out there.
Yeah, we have the wood stoves, we have the hot tents and stuff, and if we give them a propane heater with the 20-pound or 40-pound tanks, we have the adapter hoses to them as well, and we're passing out with every heater. We're passing out CO2 detectors because at the beginning that was a problem, and they wanted the fire department to handle it.
Stoves, let them burn the wood because they're going to burn through the propane in a couple of days. You know what I mean? But wow, that is fucking.
I know a team right now in Candler that they're splitting firewood, and it's going out faster than they can cut it and split it.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, see the firewood there, something that could keep alive. Wow, holy fuck! I didn't even realize all that was going on.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's still bad.
Oh man. All right, well, hey, listen, Tennessee, call us on the OTT sometimes, Tennessee. I don't know what's going on with you. Why don't you never call us?
I just listen. I'm usually busy. I've been volunteering since the day of the storm.
Well, listen.
I mean, I've been working my ass off. I literally just got home.
Johnny,
Unicoi, Carter, Irwin, Bumpers Cove is bad.
That's where I'm at. I'm in Carter County.
Yep.
Johnny,
we went through there at the beginning.
I'm going to be raising money for this little piglet I saved in the flood. It only eats pineapple, steak, and lobster.
Oh my god!
Pumpkin.
My cash app is at the bottom. Yeah, I mean, I know there's kids that need it, but this little piglet is displaced. So I have just adopted this piglet. This is the last thing it ate. This little cube of.
That's adorable.
Yeah, this little fucking cube of pineapple. But
oh my gosh.
I need a wood stove, a 24-foot camper. And if anybody could help me, please, I mean,
solar panels.
Yeah, I usually don't. Solar panels, that's right. And a chick with some huge tits. All right, thank you, Tennessee. Get out of here.
I might have to come see Tennessee because I got to run through Greenville, but we have to go to Beuladine tomorrow or Friday.
That lady lives in fucking Buffalo. I don't know why she called and acted like she knew what was going
on.
Yeah, from New York.
Yeah, it's
fucking. Belle's about 2 beers into it right now.
You're full of shit. You know what you're doing? Stoney's she's got a little helper clipping all this shit out of context and making compilations on her channel, and you're just making Stoney's day, Jim. So I hope you sleep well.
That's what Jim does.
On the OTT, we contacted the liquor store downstairs from her, down the street from her, and they said.
Did Stoney give you that number?
No, Belle did. We kind of found it, but they said she hadn't been in there in like 2 months, but they knew who she was.
Yeah, Belle is doing well. She's got this.
Yeah, no, she's got this. And they said she had not been in there, but for some reason she kept asking them if she can use their dumpster if she decides to clean out her living room. I don't know exactly what that means, but
I had a drinking problem for about the same amount of time as Belle, about 2 years. Every day I drank a box of wine. And I'm fine. I just stopped.
Some people can't. That's the problem.
and I think she can. I think she's took all the right steps.
Yep.
The hardest step was getting on that plane and leaving the security of her four walls, where she could hide and do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with her past medical history and everything else, and you're staring at those four walls, and YouTube was her only vice.
Yep.
And a lot of people that are on YouTube drink, and you just fall into that, and they don't know moderation.
And you self-medicate with it, and like she lost her meaning, her purpose in life when she couldn't go back to work.
Yeah.
It's a hole. It's an emptiness, but I think that she took the steps, got the help, and she's taking it serious. And the more these people pick at her and want her to fail, I think the harder it pushes her to succeed. So
Yeah. I mean, it's not the situation that matters; it's how you handle it at that time that's the most important.
yes.
Yep.
Oh yes.
Oh
And
yeah.
Man, it's good to hear from you guys again. I've been super fucking busy. Every day I'm off work from the ER. I've been down there working. We're
Are
coordinating.
you a nurse or a doctor? What do you mean off from the ER? What do you do with the ER?
I'm a PA, but so yeah, it's been super busy. We're managing over 200 volunteers right now, 5 construction companies with heavy equipment. It's been wild the past few weeks there. So everything's starting to slow down a little bit now because of the holidays. Volunteers that can't handle the cold are going home. So
Yeah, and the holidays and the weather's going to get worse. Well, hey, listen, that's very admirable. I'm embarrassed that I didn't even know all this shit was going on. And you know
man,
what I
don't
mean?
feel bad. A lot of people didn't.
Wow, that's fucking nuts. Well, Nils, stay in touch, man. Anytime you want to come up or the OTT or show some videos, don't forget on the OTT we could show anything we want. So you come across a body or something, give me a ring.
oh my God.
we ceased recovery operations. The only bodies are finding now is with debris removal.
Wow, that's insane. Unbelievable. Well, don't be a stranger. We're around.
Will do, man. Yeah, I got to jump off here. Johnny, thanks for having me up, guys. It's good to
No
hear
problem,
from you.
buddy.
Good
No
night,
problem.
Nils.
And I'll keep in touch. I got to head back down in the morning in about 8 hours. So
Yeah, you need your rest.
You
Yep.
need your rest, buddy.
Yep.
Thank
and I'll
you.
see you guys soon.
All right, Nels. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Merry
Skull.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
I just want to reiterate something. I mean, the fact that Bell could leave those 4 walls and fly nonstop to Southern California and enter one of the most posh retreats in the country and stay there and be catered to with private chefs in her own room while bettering herself was very brave of her. I don't know how she pulled it off.
I mean, look at it this way. If you're on crack, if you smoke crack, it changes the brain, your chemistry in your brain for the rest of your life. If you quit crack and you see it 10 years later, someone pulls it out in front of you, you probably will do it.
Right.
Addiction is hard to quit. It rewires your brain. So for some people, like someone who's addicted to crack, that posh place didn't mean shit.
Right.
They were just ready to get back on the street.
And Johnny was just trying to get her on YouTube, just being very selfish with everything. It was tough. Hold on, we got a call coming in. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
I just got a quick call from Nils after he jumped off the show, and he forgot to mention something.
What's that?
Well, he wants to help out with the people down there in North Carolina. He's kind of too shy to ask about it, so he just said go ahead and put out XNNOTT on Cash App. Go ahead and send your donations there, and we'll help out the people down there.
Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you, Mr. X. There you go. Mr. X always looking to help people. I mean, he was hit hardest in Southern California by those floods. Nobody has lost more than he has. Just very, very good. But, no, listen, I mean, I don't know how Bell possibly survived 28 days in the valley in Southern California, seconds away from where some of the biggest Hollywood starlets stay and live. And, the fact that she had her own personal chef and was able to survive eating that shit
You know, she
is
lied, right? She actually went
incredible.
on a cruise.
Right. Well, listen.
Oh, here we go. We got pictures coming in.
Oh, yay. Yeah, as long as there's no dead things.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anything dead.
Damn, a whole bunch.
Wow.
Hopefully we can see them, dude. Hopefully we can see them.
You show them off the phone?
Yeah, they're
I
showing
can't
it off
see
the
that.
phone. Yeah, you can't see it. Can you see that one?
What is that, a road? What is
It's a
that?
tree. It's a tree. Oh, there you go. There you go. Is that better?
No.
No, it's not. There. How about that now?
I have to zoom in. I see it's like a busted up big tree. Is that the roots?
A house.
Oh.
House with a roof, yeah. Yeah.
You'll have to try and maybe get them on the computer. It's
The
hard
other
to
ones
see on
ain't-
the phone.
The other ones didn't come. The other ones ain't coming in for
Here,
some
he's
reason.
sending them to me, Johnny. Here's Nils here. You can see he's got a big winter coat on and everything.
Yeah, he looks like a
shit, here we go.
Viking.
All right.
All right,
Yeah,
here we
here.
go.
All right, can you guys see it? Johnny, pull this up. Here's Nils here. He just sent this to me. Here's him next to a mountain. If you look, there's a giant T-Rex that he found. See the T-Rex? Yeah, T-Rex. So I guess what happened was the mountain washed away a lot of the debris and the dirt, and the mountain opened up behind the river, and a giant T-Rex was on the loose, eating the dead bodies.
Fucking nuts.
Fucking T-Rex. You think things can't get any worse? There's a fucking T-Rex on the loose.
I don't know what I would do if I'd see one of those. I'm glad they're up there, not here.
Well, I read what they said to do in case of a flash flood like that. It's pretty brutal. If you've got 7 minutes and the water is going to go up 60 feet and you're in a mountain, it pretty much just says that you get into the corner of a room and you put your head between your legs and you kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, God help. I would have a heart attack. I'm scared of tornadoes. That I don't know. I mean, yeah,
There's another one. Look at here, Lacey.
What is that? A beach?
No, it's everything that's tore down.
I can't see it.
I know I can't. I mean, I'm sorry. She should have emailed me. My email's right there too.
You know what's crazy is the fucking houses that are torn down by this flood don't look as bad as some of the houses of the people that we know on YouTube. Like Kaylee's house that she's living in with her boyfriend doesn't look as good as the houses that were just in a natural disaster in Western North Carolina. It's fucking insane.
There goes Nels right there. Look, there goes Nels.
Wow.
I'm trying to. Fuck.
There's a lot of pictures coming in, guys.
That's why I gave him your number.
You're a dick.
10,000 numbers.
Look at that. I wonder if I can send them to my email.
Yeah, forward them to
Jim?
your email, then you can bring them up, Johnny.
Let me try one.
God,
Try to airdrop it.
I wish Leanne was in a natural disaster like that.
That's her husband. Her husband's trying his best, so maybe you get
Yeah,
to-
can you imagine if like Leanne was on vacation and it wiped away that trailer she lives in and she finally was able to get to a phone and call home and her husband's like, "Hey, listen, can you call back? I'm busy."
Oh my God. Show Jonell's baby picture.
I got to find it again. It's in my email. You want me to grab it?
I don't know if you can show that on here.
Let me see if I can find it. Let me find it. Hold on, guys.
You can't kill bad grass, Leanne. Everybody's looking for shit. I have nothing to look for. I mean, I can't do anything.
Back on the file in Yancey County, North Carolina. We have a skid steer and some other help and other equipment available to search for a body and to hear that we could smell that can't locate because of the amount of stuff and all the loose debris and the other heavy timbers that are pancakes and stacked on top of each other.
Here's Jonell when she was 3. It's Jonell right there.
Oh my God.
He was this was one of her family reunions at a picnic in fucking Vegas. There's a lot of flies and mosquitoes, but you know.
The baby's too dark.
Well, that was
Hey Jim, so Jim, he's gonna email me these pictures. So what I will do is we can do another show on this on another day.
Yeah.
And
some of those might be pretty brutal. We might have to show them on the OTT. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just send them over to you. Then email it to you. Then, or Mr. X or whatever, how you want me to do it, and we can just hopefully we can just take all the pictures from me after he emails me them, and then I would just send them all to you, and then you can just show them on the OTT.
Yeah, well, we'll just before you send them all, we'll work something out. Yeah, I'll get them all up there. I'd like to have him come on the show because he could kind of would be neat as if he could go live. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's fucking nuts, man. Who knew all that? Yeah, who knew all that was even going on?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Him out there doing all that volunteer work.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody just texted me and said, "Don't let him fool you. He takes the wristwatches and gold teeth from people." I don't believe that.
No, I don't believe it either.
Taking wallets.
Well, Lacey, you got anything else, Lacey?
Yeah, I have a picture of Jim when he was a baby.
What? You got that? Somebody said it was floating around. Let me see.
Yeah, here it is. It's gonna be my avatar. Here it is. It's before you lost your hair.
You know what, Lacey? You're very disrespectful. You're a bully. I don't have blue eyes, bitch.
You got him kicked out of here, Lacey. Well, we've been on for 4 hours, Lacey.
All right, Johnny. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure me having you here too. Anytime that I'm on, you're more than welcome to come up here, okay?
Thank you. Have a wonderful evening, Johnny.
You too, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a good show. We had a good show tonight. And I just want to say Leanne, Reaper, Mike, Tingle Booze, Gen X, and everybody else that's here, Texas Granny, Cheryl Tito, Del C, Matt Lango, and everybody that was here. Thank you. Good night. Here is my closeout song for the night. And we're out of here, guys, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I wonder who wrote it. Oh shit. Oh, take, pray them niggas go away. Oh, we sell the clowns around, it look like circus show. Like, this is not the album.
Welcome to the circus.
Hey, it's not playing. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Good night. I love y'all.